Better late than never. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Let's get the likes all the way up. There you go. The TKO prediction show and the TKO debate series come together tonight for a fun night of boxing talk. They say knockout, you shouldn't debate this. It's too difficult of a debate. You can't win this debate, knockout. How you gonna take up for Conor Benn? Watch me work. Please hit the like button as you come in the building. We're gonna get our predictions out the way. Then at 8:30, we got a fire debate for y'all. Y'all see it. Conor Benn versus Eubanks Jr. debate. Hey man, look. Why the show gotta stop? I'm still ready to rip. One of the homies say, look, man, I can't do Conor Benn. I just can't defend him. It's too much of an uphill battle. Hey, yo, I can't do it. I say, no worries. No hard feelings. I'll find another topic for you. I'll take this one. We're trying to put in work today, man. You want to donate? Y'all see the cash out? It's right there. Super chat button is right there. But at the very least, just hit the like button one time for your boy, man. Still got a good card. We're going to be doing the entire Showtime card, doing all those predictions. Then in about 40 minutes, it's debate time. I will drop the link for anybody that want to come up and do the Showtime predictions for the first part of the show. If you want to come up, if you want to make your prediction, if you want to give your breakdown of the fights this weekend, you are more than welcome to do so. But at 8:30, I'm going to have everybody hop off, and only the people that's participating in the debate will be up here. We got Tony Reviews coming up here to take me on. We got Boxiana judging. We got Southern T judging, and we got man, who's my other judge? Jay Chestnut is judging, and my brother OTB will be the moderator. Man, let me get that speaker turned off real quick. Grab this right here. Got the wine, you know what I'm saying? Got the papers, and now let's get the camera going, man. What's good with y'all, man? Salute to everybody in the building. Let's take a sip of this debate juice. You know what I'm saying? See, people don't know the secret to the rebuttals is making sure you got you a good wine, bro. You get you a good wine while you debating, them rebuttals, magnificent, bro. Let's see who we got in the building so far. Alden Johnson in the building. What's up with it? Jose Diaz in the building. Opulent LD TV. He got a channel now, too. Y'all go check out Opulent LD TV. Opulent, drop that link, bro. Zoomverse, what's good with it? Go check out his channel as well. Shout out to Zoomverse. Y'all drop y'all links, man. Y'all know how we do, man. We show love. Go drop your links and get people to subscribe to your channel. Dr. Mark, what's up? What's up with it? Flawless Mentality in the building. Great channel, great OG. Y'all go get some wisdom from him, man. Daryl Deloach in the building. What's good with it? G Parker, Thrill Hill. What's popping with you? Birdman, what's up with it? OTB, that's our moderator tonight. He gonna be watching y'all, making sure y'all ain't on no crazy shit, man. Big Texas ATX Cletus Smith in the building. What's good with it? Stay Dangerous Boxing in the building. I'm assuming he got a channel. Go check him out. Who else we got, man? Who else we got? We got Jafari Caesar in the building. What's good with it? Right Side in the building. What's good? Josh Sanders in the building. 817. What's good? Ain't seen you in a couple of shows, man. Glad to have you in here for however long you able to rock out. Who else we got? Mr. Shelton in the building. What's good, Mr. Shelton? Shout out to you. Shout out to you, bro. I hate the 49ers, but number love for you. Skills from New Orleans. What's up? Jay Chestnut. What's good? What's good with you? Mark West. What's good with it? Charles Granger. Hoop Sessions in the building. What up, Charles? Salute to you, bro. Who else we got popping up in this thing, man? Twice on Sundays. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Welcome to the channel, man. Mr. Fist in the building. What's up with it, Mr. Fist? Cassandra in the building. Salute to you, Cassandra. Dominic in the building. Roboy Florida and slid up in here. And I think that's everybody. Kirk McCall and slid up in here. Let me get this link drop, man. If this is for the picks only, we're gonna do the picks first, and then once we get done with the picks, we will start the debate up, man. Debate is starting at 8:30. We got to do the picks for the Showtime card before we start. Before we start the debate, we got people that are here for those picks, that love those picks, and I love doing them, so I always got to get them popping. But Kirk McCall, as I said, what's up? There go Opulent LDs. Link right there. Y'all go check him out. Teach in the building. What's good with it, Teach? Salute to you. Got the link in the chat. Did I pin it? I thought I pinned it, bro. Did it not pin? Oh, it's saying it's saying it's pinned, but I don't see it up there pinned. Maybe if I refresh. Woke, what up, Woke? I see you. What's good with you? All right, there you go. Yeah, we in there. All right. So, bet, bro. Let's see, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and get to it. Truth Speaks. What's up with it, bro? Appreciate you. Let's get to it, man. Cause look, I'm in debate mode. I wasn't prepared to debate until today, but y'all know your boy. I'm prepped. I'm ready to go, and I take this shit serious. I ain't trying to lose. I am not trying to lose. Now I know a lot of y'all don't like Conor Benn. That's cool, but I'm gonna make you vote for him tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna have you voting for Conor Benn tonight. You just wait. You just wait and see, bro. Just wait and see. But let's get it popping. So, first fight. Oh, what's up with it, coach? The OG coach in the building. I'm just doing the picks right now. You know, the debate's starting about 45 minutes. If you want to come up, anybody want to come up, I got the link pinned to the chat for right now as we get ready to do these picks for the Showtime card. Since I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 5 predictions that just the whole card got canceled on DAZN. I had 5 fights from DAZN, bro, and they just canceled my shit. Danny Luna, what up? What up with it? Prolific, what's good with you, bro? So let's do the first fight, man. Fernando Martinez versus Jerwin Ancajas. This is a rematch. Fernando Martinez took Ancajas' belt the last time that they fought. This is a 115-pound IBF title fight in the junior bantamweight division. So the same division that guys like Bam Rodriguez, Chocolatito, Juan Francisco Estrada. This is their division. Fernando Martinez is a -900 favorite. I think that's big. I think that's a big favorite. And Ancajas, the former champion, trying to get his belt back, is a +550 underdog. Ancajas is out of the Philippines. He's 30 years old. He's a southpaw fighter, 5'6", 66.5-inch reach, 33 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 22 wins by way of knockout. Let's see. Fernando Martinez is 31 years old, out of Argentina, 5'2", 64-inch reach, orthodox fighter, 14 wins, no losses, with 8 wins by way of knockout. DP, what up, DP? Are you with me? What up, DP? Rocking in the building. Salute, bro. Look, Ancajas got some good skills, man. He's a good counterpuncher, got good power, and he has been in a lot of wars, though. And the wear and tear look like it's starting to take a hold of him, even though he's only 30 years old. And to this point in his career, what hurt him in the Fernando Martinez fight. Now, I say Argentina on here. Let me double check. Teach. I don't want to be giving out no wrong information, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct, brother. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Argentina, bro. It's Argentina, Teach. I'm looking at it right now. Buenos Aires, Argentina is where he lives, and he's from Avellaneda, Argentina is where he's from. So yeah, bro, he's from Argentina. So anyway, for Jerwin Ancajas, man, if you go watch the fight, because I rewatched it a couple of times, obviously preparing for the show. If you go watch the fight, he was doing well the first 2.5, 3, 4 rounds, bro. He was boxing well. He was counterpunching Fernando Martinez. Fernando Martinez was really aggressive and throwing a lot of like bombs and jumping in with hooks and stuff. And Ancajas was countering him. He was countering him and countering him well, bro. But eventually, he couldn't keep boxing. His feet slowed down. He couldn't keep the distance. And Fernando Martinez was able to force Ancajas in the fight. In his fight, which is a brawling, war of attrition, work rate, coming forward style. And Ancajas just couldn't keep up with the 87 punches per round that Martinez was throwing. And so you got to wonder, and in this fight, you know Martinez is going to be even more confident because now he's the champion and he already beat the guy that he's in the ring with. You know that. And you know Ancajas got tired in the last fight. And Ancajas' path to victory, he got a box, bro. And T says that his legs was cramping. Okay, hopefully they get that figured out. But he got a box and he got to do what he did for the first 2 or 3 rounds. He got to sustain that for all 12 rounds of the fight. Because Martinez is the busier fighter. Martinez is going to press the action. He is going to be the one coming forward. Can you keep R. West? What's good? Can you keep Martinez from forcing you into the fight that you don't want to fight? Quick, what's up? Can you do that? I don't know if he can. I'm going to say, and I always say this when I'm looking at rematches, when you guys are looking at rematches, if you're betting on these fights, always kind of pay attention to the back half of the first fight. Or if it's a trilogy, pay attention to the second half of the second fight, because more times than not, how a fight ends and how it is in the second half, you're probably going to see a continuation of that, you know what I'm saying, in the next fight. So think of this as like round 13. Martinez already knows that he's taking some good shots from Ancajas, and he knows that Ancajas is going to get tired. So I expect him to press the issue even more, to be even more confident, be even more aggressive. JJ, what up? JJ, what up? And so for me, Ancajas got to show me, man. Ancajas got to show me. You know what I'm saying? I got Fernando Martinez because I think Ancajas is he's tough, but I don't think his legs are going to be there enough, like what they need to be for him to box and move and use lateral movement and counterpunch and things of that nature. So I got Martinez. I think he's going to be in better shape. I think he's a better conditioned athlete. He's going to throw more punches. And with 2 guys that I know are going to hit each other, I got to go with the guy that I believe is going to be able to hit the other guy more and the guy that I know is going to throw more, which I think is going to obviously make him win rounds. And so I got Fernando Martinez, unanimous decision, similar to the last fight, 8 rounds to 4, 9 rounds to 3. I would not be shocked at a stoppage, but Ancajas has earned my respect as a fighter with the tough wars that he's been in, with the tough fights that he's had. Losing his belt, getting it back, and then now losing it, trying to get it back again, just being a warrior. He's somebody that you're going to have to show me you can stop him. Like, I ain't picking you to stop Koss. What up? Light Skin Business. What up? I'm not picking you to stop Ancajas until you show me you can stop him. Until he gets stopped, I got his fights going the distance. Now, I think he's going to take some good shots. He can get hurt in this fight. He can look tired, but he always bites down and he always throws back. And I think he'll see the final bell. I just think Fernando Martinez at this point in their career, he's the better fighter, just mainly because of conditioning and punch volume, and Ancajas' lack of defense and his lack of foot movement to be able to box the way he's going to need to box to keep somebody like Fernando Martinez off of him. So that's my pick in that fight. Let's keep it moving. 68 people in the building so far, 51 likes. Y'all get the likes up one time for your boy, man. Please get the likes up one time for your boy. You know what I'm saying? T said, from what I saw from this first fight, I agree Martinez will win, even if I felt his conditioning was very suspect. Look, Teach, they say he was fighting for his daddy or something because his daddy just passed away. But I will say, Teach, I went back and looked at his other fights. He was throwing like 67 punches per round. All of a sudden, he did get to Ancajas, and he was throwing 87 punches per round. So, I don't know, Teach. You might be on or something, but I ain't going to put that jacket on him. What's up, Nivea? My daughter in the building. I ain't going to put that jacket on him. My other daughter, Jada, in the building. Salute. What's up, y'all? So, that's some red wine that my wife got me, Zoom verse. I don't know what kind it is, but it's some red wine. She say it's good for the heart, so that's why I drink it. Miss Knockout, my beautiful wife in the building. They want to know what kind of wine that is. If you know, and you can put it in the chat. Box Talk, what's up with you, bro? Salute. Smash the like. Everybody smash the like as you come in. But let's get to the next fight, man. We got Mean Machine. This one's a good one to me. Mean Machine, Egidijus Kavaliauskas, Mean Machine, bro. I can't say his name. Versus Mykal Fox, 10-round, 147-pound fight. Mykal Fox is the underdog. Plus 325 for Mykal Fox, minus 450 for Kavaliauskas. All right, Kavaliauskas is 34 years old, Orthodox fighter, 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. 22 out of Lithuania, 22 wins, 2 losses, 18 knockouts. He's been knocked out twice. Mykal Fox, 81-inch reach, 6'4". Yeah, that's right, 81-inch reach, bro. Got a heavyweight reach. 26 years old, southpaw, out of the DMV, Maryland area. And then he's 22 wins, 3 losses with 5 wins by way of knockout. This one right here, this is a crossroads fight. I feel bad for Mykal Fox because he got jobbed in his Gabriel Mastery fight, and they still got that loss on his record. That was a highway robbery. He clearly beat that man and outboxed him thoroughly. But now he's coming into a fight against a guy in Mean Machine who's fought at a higher level than him, was competitive in both fights, but he fought some 2 killers, bro. Like anybody, like if you got 2 losses on your resume right now at this point, and it's Terrence Bud Crawford and Virgil Ortiz, like, bro, and you put both of them down. Like, let's not forget that Mean Machine was competitive in both of those fights, and he rocked both of them. Landed a 216. What up? So Mean Machine can fight, bro. He's fought at a higher level, and he got more experience than Mykal Fox. Mean Machine is a former Olympian back in 2008 for Lithuania. Mykal Fox, though, he moved well in the ring. He's a back-footed boxer, no power, 5 knockouts in 26 fights, or 25 fights, I should say. But he tries to use his length well. Tries to work behind his jab. He can counter punch, but it's really jab, straight left hand, moving around, doing things of that nature. So, I mean, he can fight, bro. He's a good fighter. He has losses to Lucas Santa Maria. He lost to Gabriel Mastery, which I felt like he won. I forgot the other guy that he lost to. His issue is he gets caught tall. And he gets caught and he doesn't have great head movement, and he can't bend his knees, and he's there for body work, you know what I'm saying, with that long ass 6'4" torso. So his defense is questionable because he's always having to move. Like his legs are his defense. There's no elusivity going on there. There ain't no head movement, ain't no slipping shit and countering you. He ain't pulling back and doing all that. He's trying to use his length, use his legs, and outpunch you with straight punches like his jab and his straight left hand. Kavaliauskas has good boxing skills, a nice strong power jab. He can counter you with both a straight right and a right uppercut. He can go to the body well, fights really good inside the pocket, nasty left hook. He's the goods. His issue is he breaks down on defense against the highest of the high level. Like he fought to a draw with Ray Robinson. That's his one draw. And then his 2 losses, he did some really good things to Virgil Ortiz. He did some really good things to Terrence Bud Crawford, catching Terrence Bud Crawford in the pocket in the middle of an exchange, coming inside of Terrence Crawford's limp, trying to bang with him. He did some good things in that fight. SWAT Jones, what's up? He just can't get to the level that some of those really good fighters can get to, bro. He just can't get to it. He hasn't shown that he can get to it. But I don't know if Mykal Fox has showed that he can get to the level that I've seen Mean Machine box at. So the thing is, I know the trouble that Mean Machine had against Virgil Ortiz and Terrence Crawford. They were both able to put him on the back foot. Because he had to respect their power. He had to respect their skills. They were able to hurt him. And when you put him on the back foot and he can't be aggressive behind his power jab, that's when he has trouble. That's when he breaks down. But when he's able to stay on the front foot and maintain front foot dominance and keep going forward against you, while also looking to land that straight right hand, which is nasty, which is going to be important for him against the southpaw since he's an orthodox fighter. When he's able to box on his front foot, Mean Machine is a problem, bro. He's a problem. He is a huge problem if you allow him to be on the front foot, and I think Mykal Fox will allow Mean Machine to be the aggressor in this fight. I don't think Mean Machine has to worry about getting hurt by Mykal Fox. Even though Gabriel Mastery got put down by Mykal Fox, he wasn't hurt. It was more he walked into a shot. So maybe Mean Machine walks into something and Mykal Fox can buzz him, but I don't think Mykal Fox can hurt Mean Machine the way that we saw Virgil Ortiz or the way that we saw Terrence Bud Crawford hurt him. And I think Mean Machine just has better experience than Mykal Fox. He's fought a higher level of fighter. He has a better amateur pedigree. And if I'm looking at these 2 fighters, from what they've showed me so far, Mean Machine is somebody that Mykal Fox got to show me he can beat him. I'm not going to say Mykal Fox beats Mean Machine. I'm rooting for him. If I get the pick wrong, I won't be tripping. You know what I'm saying? If he wins, then that's cool. But I got Mean Machine winning this fight by decision, possibly a stoppage, just because Mean Machine is going to be punching up, which is going to give him more power. And if he lands one of them nasty straight right hands, if he turns that right hand into a overhand right, he can do damage to Mykal Fox. He can really do damage to Mykal Fox. But I'm going to pick Kavaliauskas to land the cleaner shots, to be the more aggressive fighter, to be able to cut off the ring when he want, at points in the fight, and be able to outpoint Michael Fox. It's a 10-rounder. I'm gonna say he wins a relatively close fight, 97-93, about 7 rounds to 3. Gas tank. I don't know OTB because the only time I seen Mean Machine not have a gas tank is when he was getting paws put on him. Everybody gonna look tired when Virgil Ortiz putting paws on you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna look tired when whatchamacallit, when Terrence Crawford putting paws on you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna look tired. You know what I'm saying? But all the other fights, he don't look tired. You're gonna look tired when somebody putting paws on your ass. But I don't think Mean Machine is going to look tired against Michael Fox because I think if anybody's going to get tired late in the fight, OTB, it'll probably be Michael Fox because he going to be the one on his back foot. That's just how he fight, bro. Like if guys like Lucas Santa Maria can put you on your back foot, you spent the majority of the fight. Even though you won and you outboxed him, in my opinion, against Gabriel Mastery, you know what I'm saying? Even though you did those things and you beat them, you were still on your back foot. So I know he's going to go to the back foot voluntarily against somebody like Mean Machine. And Mean Machine is better than those guys. And his power jab, not only up top, but watch for that power jab that he throws to the chest to try to bring Michael Fox hands down and slow him down a little bit. And I think Mean Machine is going to be a little bit too much for Michael Fox. I agree with you, 817. I agree with you, Teach. I got Mean Machine. Mike Biggs, what up? Avery Jackson. Is Fox the guy that got cheated last year with that bullshit decision? Yes, he was. Yes, he was, Avery. So we rooting for him, but we got to make our picks objectively. I gotta protect that record that you see, that prediction record. I gotta protect that shit. So objectively, based on their skills, based on their experience, I got Mean Machine, bro. A1 Hoops on, what up? A1, what's good, bro? Y'all go check out A1 Hoops on. Basketball is starting. Basketball is starting, bro. So y'all go check out A1 Hoops on. OTB says facts. I just wanted to hear you cook on it without extending the whole show. Now you good, bro. I appreciate you. All right, so we to the co-main, bro. We to the co-main. We only got 28 minutes before the debate start. Get the likes up, cause we gonna be cooking in here tonight, man. I promise y'all that. Carlos Adames versus Juan Montiel for the right to be Jermall Charlo's mandatory. Mean Machine, coach says, I got Michael Fox. Pace is going to kill Mean Machine. I ain't mad at that. I would tell you to bet, but you still owe me push-ups. I got the link in there if you feel like doing something tonight. Jose, what up, bro? I see you. So Carlos Adames, Juan Montiel, 12-round WBC Interim 160-pound middleweight title of the world for the right to be Jermall Charlo's mandatory, since good old Jaime Munguia didn't want the job. Just so everybody clear, Jaime Munguia was ordered to fight Carlos Adames. He turned that shit down. Jaime Munguia was offered to fight Jermall Charlo. He turned that shit down. Jaime Munguia was supposed to fight Danny Jacobs. He didn't want that shit. Instead, he fought Jim Kelly, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. Just so everybody clear, so everybody know what's going on and why this fight is happening. Carlos Adames was supposed to be fighting Jaime Munguia, but Jaime Munguia said, no, I'm good. I don't want the fight. So Carlos Adames versus Juan Montiel, bro. I think this is a very good fight. They got Adames as the favorite. Alex Santos, what's up, bro? They got Adames as the favorite. Minus 600 to win, plus 400 for Montiel. Montiel is an orthodox fighter, 28 years old, 6'1", 74-inch reach out of Mexico. And he either knocking your ass out or getting outboxed, bro. Like, that's who Juan Montiel is, bro. Just so everybody understand, everybody clear. Juan Montiel is either knocking your ass out or you outboxing the shit up. And this man is 23 wins, 5 losses, and 2 draws. All 23 of his victories have come by way of knockout. And he's been knocked out one time by the aforementioned Jaime Munguia. Jermall Charlo couldn't get him up out of there. But he did get knocked out by Jaime Munguia. But, bro, he got power. All right? He got power. But he ain't, like, bro, that's where the positive attributes start. He'll square up. He'll walk to you with his shoulders square. He leaves his body and his head open. He is the quintessential brawler. If you box with him and you use your boxing skills, he will not win a round. If you try to bang with him and you allow him to just fight with you, then your ass might be in trouble against Juan Montiel. That is his fight style in a nutshell, bro. The feet, they flat as hell. He coming in squared up. He trying to put up a high guard that's loose as shit. He puts his high guard up like this, bro. You can still punch through that shit, around that shit. He ain't here with it. He ain't none of that, bro. He like, bro, and he'll be switching. Like, he just, let me tell you something. Bro. Now, Montiel is who he actually fought, Teach. Jamal pulled out a Selecki fight, okay? But that's Montiel, bro. Big power, brawler, no defense, no feet. Aisha, what's up? Carlos Adames out of the Dominican Republic, 5'11", 73-inch reach, Orthodox fighter, 28 years old, 21 wins, 1 loss. Jay Grant, what up? And he got 16 knockouts. His 1 loss was to Patrick Teixeira down at 154. Carlos Adames is a big dude, strong, muscular dude. I thought that he could have got the victory against Patrick Teixeira, but he ended up getting dropped late in the fight. I think he even got, it was like the 10th round, 11th round. He got dropped, and Teixeira won by like 1 point or some shit on the scorecard. Like, it was a close ass fight, but he was boxing well. Carlos Adames, he'll switch stances on you. He can counterpunch. He has good power. His hands are fast. He's very twitchy in there. Got good head movement. He needs to get behind his jab more. This is a good test for him. This is a fight where Carlos Adames is superiorly more skilled than Juan Montiel, bro. Like, I'm talking night and day, bro. I'm like, it's the skill gap is wide in this fight, bro. It's so wide in this fight. But Carlos Adames got put down by Teixeira. And Carlos Adames, if you go back and watch his fight against Derevyanchenko, he was able to keep Derevyanchenko up off of him. You understand what I'm saying? He was able to do that, but Derevyanchenko had moments where he did get in there with Carlos Adames, and instead of pivoting out, using his movement, continuing to outbox Derevyanchenko, he wanted to sit down and he wanted to exchange with Derevyanchenko every now and then. And Derevyanchenko caught him with some shots. He took them well. You know, he did his thing. But if he tries to sit down with Montiel and he gets caught flush by Montiel, I'm going to become a very nervous guy. Now, OTB says Adames versus Morrell will be big on Puerto Rican holiday. I don't know, bro, because Adames is at 160, Morrell is at 168. But if they make the fight, make the fight. Adames is a better opponent than anybody else Morrell has ever fought, and vice versa. So shit, when two people are fighting the best that they fought, I watch it. Jay Chestnut says, I really want to see Adames versus Charlo. Okay, all right. What up, BF? What's good with you? Debate starting in 22 minutes, 8:30, bro. Loyal to the game. Kwame in the building. What's good, bro? What's good with it? Yeah, bro. So for me, bro, I got Carlos Adames. I'm going with the more skilled fighter. Okay. I'm going with the more skilled guy. I think he's a better fighter, a better boxer all around. But damn it, Adames, bro. Do not sit and trade with Juan Montiel. What's up, KQKC? What's good? Yeah, we about to get it popping. 22 minutes, we getting it popping. 22 minutes, we are getting it popping, and the debate is on. It's on like popcorn, bro. We about to get it going. Last fight, bro. Last fight. And if y'all is in the building already, man, we can go ahead and start making our way up here. So, Tony, let me see where Tony at. We can start making our way up here. We'll introduce, we'll chop it up for a little bit, and we'll start the debate in about 15, 20 minutes, bro. 1 second. Let me send this email. Send that real quick. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to send that message real quick. All right, so Sebastian Fundora versus Carlos Ocampo. Sebastian Fundora versus Carlos Ocampo. Appreciate that, SWAT Jones. I'm just trying to do what I can to talk about the sport, man. D-Ray, what's up with it, D-Ray? Salute to you. Everybody hit the like button as you get in this thing, man. Let's get it popping, bro. We about to turn up, man. Sebastian Fundora versus Carlos Ocampo. This is a 12-round WBC interim 154-pound title fight. This is for the right to see who probably gonna get their ass whipped by Jermell Charlo if he stay at 154 pounds. That's what this fight is about. Carlos Ocampo has one loss. He only lost to Errol Spence, who starched his ass, knocked him out. But Carlos Ocampo out of Mexico, 26 years old, 5'10" with a 73-inch reach. He's an orthodox fighter, 34 wins, one loss with 22 wins by way of knockout. Then you got Sebastian Fundora, who is 24 years old, southpaw fighter, 6'5", 80-inch reach, fighting out of Florida, 19 wins, no losses, one draw with 13 wins by way of knockout. Fundora is a minus 900 favorite. He's plus 225 to get the knockout. He's plus 2,500 to get plus 250 to get the decision. Ocampo is plus 550. He's a plus 800 to get the KO, and a plus 1,400 to get the decision victory. Ocampo, look, man, he's been on a 12-fight win streak since moving up to 154 pounds. He lost to Errol Spence, and then he went on a 12-fight win streak. He does try to look to box more ever since Errol Spence did what he did to him, but he has good power. His issue is he's looking to fight in a style that you like. If you're gonna catch and counter, if you're gonna look to box and try to use, certain skills against fighters, you got to have some athleticism or some timing or a little bit of both or a lot of both. And my homie Carlos Ocampo, like, he don't have that shit. So what happens is when you're trying to fight like that and you ain't fast enough, you get caught with shots. So he's been beating dudes, but he's still getting caught with overhand rights. He's still getting caught with left hooks. He just happens to be better than the people he's been fighting because he went back to Mexico and fought all them people in Mexico. And now he's coming back to the U.S. He's just been fighting dudes that just aren't on his level, so he's been able to take advantage of those certain situations. Now, Sebastian Fundora, work rate, exclamation point, bro. Work rate, exclamation point. Uppercut from Mars to the earth, okay? He was hitting Erickson Lubin with uppercuts from mid to long range, bro. Mid to long range. Like the dude just, bro, you should not, like, he's 6'6", bro, fighting at 154 pounds. And he's tough. Erickson Lubin, bah, caught his ass with a mean overhand left. And Erickson Lubin, they call him Hammer for a reason, bro. He can hit hard. He had Sebastian Fundora shook. Sebastian Fundora got his tall, lanky ass up at the end of that round, shook that shit off, came out the next round and threw another 100 punches in the round, bro. And proceeded to continue to disfigure Erickson Lubin's face. But his thing is, he's an anomaly. Guys ain't used to fighting people as long as him, so it's hard to get sparring and it's hard to prepare for him. He's also an anomaly simply because he punched so goddamn much. And he's an anomaly because he's a tall-ass dude that like to fight on the inside, bro. He like work rate, uppercut, tough. And the key about him, you can say that he looked bad against Jamonte Carter. He didn't look the best against Sergio Garcia. I've heard some people argue that Sebastian Fundora was losing to Erickson Lubin. Now, I don't know what fight y'all was watching. I think a judge or two might have had Erickson Lubin up. But the fight that I was watching, bro, I was feeling bad for Erickson Lubin. I don't see how you could watch that fight and be like, yeah, Erickson Lubin was winning. But, hey, people say what they say. You know what I'm saying? They do what they do. Shout out to Mark West with the $5 in Super Chat. He said, support. Appreciate you, Mark West. So, but one big compliment that you can have. What's up, Just Do? I see you. One big compliment that you can give a fighter is that I've seen Sebastian Fundora, and everybody I seen him fight, they got to fight his fight. Everybody, bro. Every time I see Sebastian Fundora in the ring, bro, when I see him in the ring, everybody end up fighting this fight. He made Sergio Garcia look like Sergio Garcia was a pressure fighter. He had Erickson Lubin in there throwing blows, but Erickson Lubin was literally like, bro, get off me. Bro, get off. Like, bro, like Erickson Lubin was fighting for his life is what I saw. Like I don't know what y'all saw. My brother A17 said Lubin was getting beat up, but he wasn't no punk. Yeah, he wasn't no punk. But, bro, I was watching Erickson Lubin fight for his life. So, I'm sorry, bro. I think Erickson Lubin is better than Carlos Ocampo, bro. I think Sergio Garcia is better than Carlos Ocampo. And so, I can't help but wonder if Sebastian Fundora made Erickson Lubin fight his fight, if Sebastian Fundora made Sergio Garcia fight his fight, if he made, to a certain extent, Jamonte Clark fight his fight, I don't see a way in which Carlos Ocampo gonna go in here and he not gonna get the brawling and he not gonna have to bang with Sebastian Fundora. I just don't. I don't see a scenario for him in which he can get out of this fight without having to bang. And so if he got to bang with Fundora and see who can throw the most punches and who can do the most damage, I'm sorry, bro. I got Fundora. His style is too awkward. He forces you to a pace that you're uncomfortable with. And Ocampo can't keep him up off of him. Right side said he got Ocampo by stoppage. Well, I got 100 push-ups because I got Fundora by stoppage. Y'all keep going against Fundora, my Fundora picks if y'all want to. I tried to warn y'all with Erickson Lubin. Didn't nobody want to listen to me. Didn't nobody want to listen to me. So right side, if you really got Ocampo, I got 100 push-ups. Danny Luna says Ocampo got heavy hands. Erickson Lubin has heavier hands. Right side said I'm joking. I know because I get you in shape fucking around with me. I get you in shape fucking around with me. You know that. L-Dub feels is a close fight. We might see. He know his boxing like a mug. Shout out to L-Dub. I disagree, though. He know his boxing. You never take that away from him. I disagree. I don't think this fight is close at all. I don't think this fight is close at all. I think this is a one-way fight. I think it's gonna be bad, bro. I think it's gonna be bad. We got one judge in the building. Y'all go ahead and start making your way up, man. We're starting the debate in like 10 minutes, bro. Everybody go ahead and start making your way up so we can get it popping. I got one judge in the building. Give me 1 second. All right, here, let me holla at OTB. Go ahead and come up, bro. Quiet Elliott, I see you. Jalen Brown, I see you. Let's go ahead and get T up here. Let me hit T up. I know he. What up? What up, Key? Everything boxing in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. We about to get the debate started right now. You right on time, brother. Let me hit my brother up. Ready. All right, yeah, I got my boys up here. All right, let me get them up here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I'm just waiting on T and Boxiana should be here in about 10 minutes, but we got some time to chop it up, fellas. Obviously, no Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks because me and Tony gonna be doing that in a minute. But shout out to y'all, Jay Chestnut. How you feeling tonight, bro? Jay, you there? If you're there, you're on mute, Jay. And I can't hear you. I go to OTB, let you get your audio together. OTB, what up?
Salute, family.
How's it going, bro?
How y'all feeling tonight?
I'm chilling, man. Feeling good, feeling dangerous, man. You know, just trying to see if I'm good enough to argue what I'm trying to argue tonight, man. You know, trying to challenge myself, man.
Oh man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know, we always do that, goddamn it. That's our job as men, shit.
What you got on the Fundora and Ocampo fight, bro?
Fundora gonna do what he's supposed to do. I just look to see if Fundora if we can actually see him fight with some type of defensive purpose. You understand? That's the next progression of his career for me. I love the pressure, but you're gonna have to have some type of defensive purpose if you talking about fighting the likes of a Jermell Charlo, who feet is gonna eliminate a lot of that pressure that you like to fight with. So that's really my main thing. How often do we see him, fight with defensive purpose within that fight? But I expect him to win, and I expect him to win convincingly.
Yeah, I agree with that. A1, what's up, bro?
Not shit, man. I told you I was gonna hop on real quick and help my little fellow Saints friend out, coach ass, man. So I told him I'd do some of his push-ups. I feel bad. I don't want to leave him high and dry. Yeah,
man, y'all passing that, bro.
Hey, this ain't passing. This is help, man.
Y'all really
boys,
passing
man.
that along, bro.
This is an assist, man. You know how that is. You see how you know what I'm saying. You see how Cooper Rushton assisted Dak ass with this situation with the Cowboys. So I'm just lending a hand to my OG, man.
All right, man. Hey, how many you gonna do for him, bro?
I just do 25. Hey, I'm gonna make his ass work now, goddamn. I ain't gonna do the whole 40 for him. I do 25 for him unless he in the chat and he said nah.
So he did 10, so you doing 25, so that'll knock his debt down to 15, bro.
Hey, it ain't passing. Bro. I didn't ask him. I just said I'll hop on and help the OG out, man. He might, you know what I'm saying, here fellow Saints fan, so I ain't gonna leave him high and dry.
All right, man. Go ahead, bro. We watching while I'm watching you. Jay Chestnut, you got your stuff together, bro?
Can you hear me now, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man.
Okay,
What you think?
Good, bro.
Yeah, you good, bro. What you think of the Sebastian Fundora joint, man?
Man, dude, man, you
can see
said
right
something.
Yeah, I see you, A1. You good?
You said something before you made the prediction. You kind of slid it in there, bro, where you was like, somebody gonna get the right to get beat up by Jermell Charlo, bro. I think Fundora might put pause on Charlo, bro. We seen how much trouble Charlo had with Castano in the first fight, man. Those type of fighters give Jermell all types of problems, bro. So I wouldn't be so sure that Jermell would just beat Fundora, bro. I think he'll put paws, feet, and everything else on Jermell, bro.
I don't think his defense good enough, but obviously you think he gonna win this fight though?
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna stop Ocampo. He might stop him to the body like Earl did, if we're being honest. It might be a body shot stoppers. Actually, that's what I'm predicting. A body shot stoppers.
All right, I'm gonna hop back in the chat, man. I just wanted to knock him out quick, help out coaching.
All right, bro. All right, man. Yeah, hey, I guess Saints fans stick together, bro. That's real.
As they should, I guess.
Already, man. Peace out, A1.
All right, bro.
Hey, T, what's up with it, bro?
What's good, Pim? What's good?
Man, chilling. About to get this debate started. Just waiting on Boxiana. She will be here in about 5 minutes, man. But she one of the judges. What you got? I don't know. Have you done your pick on Fundora and them yet, man?
No, I haven't. No, I ain't did that jump. I've been throwed off the weekend. No, I ain't did that jump. He should win though. Fundora should win. I wouldn't bet money on him though. I know people got that lasting image of Ocampo with Earl in their head, and I happened to watch Ocampo last fight, so I got a different image in my head right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be entertaining. I think it's gonna be more.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun fight to watch for as long as it lasts. I just hope Ocampo can last. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to just get ran through, bro. I don't think
it's gonna be that at all.
You think it'll be close?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, L-Dub, they saying L-Dub think that too. I don't think it's gonna be that close. I think Ocampo is gonna be getting beat down until he gets stopped, bro. I think Fundora just showed me so much. Maybe I'm overrating him because of the Erickson Lubin shit, but that showed me a lot, bro. That showed me a lot.
And
like,
he took some shots from Lubin too, bro. Like he took some shit from Lubin.
Yeah, that showed me a lot. OTB, get on back up here, bro. We supposed to be starting in 5 minutes. I need you and Boxiana in the building. Right side said I ain't doing no push-ups if you lose a Cowboys bet respectfully. And I wouldn't even ask you to, right side. T, you see that, man? A1 came up here trying to do push-ups for Coach, bro.
What you want Coach bet on?
When he bet that the Cowboys would go 0-2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he came up here and knocked out 25 for Coach, man. I guess they sticking together and shit like that. Let me get my op in here. Tony, what's up, Tony?
What's going on? How you doing?
Chilling, bro. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm just waking up. I only put about 60% into this. I left about 40% up in the air, not even really trying, to be honest with you. I didn't look nothing up. I've been eating chicken wings all day. I think this will be an easy debate.
Hey, let me tell you something. It's gonna be pretty embarrassing for you if you lose a Chris Eubanks Conor Benn debate, bro. And you arguing for Chris Eubanks right now.
Not at all.
I hope you taking me serious, bro.
Look.
Don't let the topic fool you, dog.
Like I said, I gave you 60%. I quit having sex for about a day and a half for this debate right here. So I think I'll be all right.
All right, bro. All right, man. What you think of this Sebastian Fundora fight, man? You think Fundora gonna put on?
So I don't know. I think Fundora, if he's everything he's supposed to be, should. But here's the problem: Garcia exposed a huge flaw in him. That's the overhand right whenever he's in close quarters. So if Ocampo can get in like he likes to get in and starts landing those overhands, it could be a rough fight.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I just got a message back from Boxiana. She says she is getting all her stuff set up right now, so we'll be starting the debate momentarily. But let me go ahead and give everybody the rules, give everybody the breakdown of what we debating tonight, and then let me put these questions in here too while I'm doing that. So, matter of fact, before I get the rules, let's go to the judges and the moderator and figure out kind of what they're looking for. We'll go to Jay Chestnut first. Jay Chestnut, let the people know how you're gonna be judging tonight, what you expect out of the participants, and kind of what you're gonna be looking for and how you're gonna be scoring the rounds tonight.
I mean, pretty much for me, it's just what I'm saying, make a point, make your point, make it clear, and convince me, man. I'm gonna take everything that we done learned this week about the Conor Benn situation out of my head. I'm gonna stay neutral, and I'm gonna leave it up to y'all to convince me which side of the argument to be on. So just stay on topic and be clear and concise with what you with the point that you're trying to make for the round.
All right, let's go to TT. What you anticipating as a judge, man? What can we expect from you, and what are you gonna be looking for as you judge these rounds, bro?
I'm not anticipating too much as the judge. You know what I mean? I'm just I'm here to be swayed. You know what I mean? I'm here. I don't have an opinion, based on anything that's going on. I don't know nothing. I'm here. I'm listening to what y'all got to tell me, and that's how I'm making my decisions based off what y'all tell me.
Already. OTB, man, you gonna let us talk over each other and shit and just cuss each other out, man? How you gonna moderate this shit tonight, man? We gonna be able to what we doing tonight, bro?
Y'all could talk y'all shit, man, but we gonna keep it respectful. You know what I mean? As right side say, we gonna keep it respectfully disrespectful. You dig? So keep that energy, man. We gonna have a good, clean debate, man. Stay on topic. And I got my eye on the chat too. You feel me?
What you gonna be looking for in the chat, bro? What's their rules of
man, we don't need no alley-oops, man. None of these guys need no alley-oops, man. Real shit. So don't be trying to throw your man no alley-oop from the comments. Yeah, I mean, both of these guys know boxing good enough to handle their own, to stay on their own 10 toes.
Already. Hey, and I forgot to tell you, since you the moderator, you gotta come up with a bonus round. So
yeah, I got y'all.
Good luck with that shit.
Yeah.
So I got you. Rules real quick, everybody. Rules real quick before we get started. Rules are very simple, man. Very, very simple. We got 3 rounds plus a bonus round. The 3 rounds are the rounds that'll be judged. We got 3 judges that'll be judging the debate. Obviously, if you get 2 out of the 3, you win that round. If you get all 3, you win that round. No draws, none of that shit. We won't cut each other off while we're talking. We'll have 10 minutes to go each round, and then a 5-minute rebuttal. So it'll be one person go 10 minutes, next person go 10 minutes, then 5-minute rebuttal, 5-minute rebuttal. Then we'll go to the judges' scorecards. Then we'll get to the next round. So we got Boxiana in the building. Boxiana, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey, y'all.
What's good, Box?
So we was just going over the rules, and Boxiana, before we get started, let us know what you're looking for, where to find you and all that good stuff when you do your show with Nick J. But just what you're looking for as a judge and kind of how you're gonna be judging the debate tonight. You on mute, Boxiana.
Look, I'm just talking to y'all. I'm muted. I'm looking for some pizzazz. I'm looking for correct answers. I would like to see the person stay on target because I find myself getting into these debates where we might be getting off topic. So I would like them to stay on topic as well. So in delivery, like my good friend say, she likes tone and delivery. Me too.
Already. All right. We're about to do the coin flip. Tony is my guest, man. You can call it in there. What you got? Here's the tail.
We'll go with tails.
All right. Flipping. It landed on heads. I'll be a gracious host, and I'll allow Tony to go first. Let me stop sharing my screen. Here goes the question for round one. OTB is the moderator. It's on you, man. And you got your watch to keep the time, OTB?
Yeah. We tapped in.
All right, cool. Let's get it popping, bro.
Question number one.
And obviously, real quick, if there's any super chats, anything like that, while we talking, I got to do that shit after the round. So I'll start, I'll save it. Your super chat won't get skipped, but I'm not gonna cut anybody off to read super chats. I got to do that in between rounds if we do get any super chats. Go ahead, OTB.
All right. Starting round one, man. Who has done a better job of building their own legacy and escaping from their father's shadow? Tony, it's on you. Spit his mouthpiece out.
All right, let me know when you start the timer.
Shit. I'm starting when you start talking, bro.
All right, here we go. Let's get very analytical for this question. Chris Eubanks Sr. He's a 2-division champion. He won the WBO belt at middleweight and super middleweight. His record is 45 wins with 23 knockouts. It's a 44.23% knockout ratio, 5 losses, 1 by knockout, and 2 draws. Chris Eubanks Jr., he's a 1-division super middleweight champion. He holds the IBO belt. While we don't consider that a major belt, in England they do. And he's also the interim WBA champion right now, currently. Still a baby belt. His record is 32 wins with 23 knockouts. That's a 67.65% knockout ratio with 2 losses, no draws. All right. So similarities in between the two. Both him and his dad beat the #1 guy from Germany. Eubanks Sr. or Eubanks Jr. beat Yildirim, who was undefeated at the time, 16-0. He's also was ranked the #1 guy in Turkey as well at the same time. And his dad beat Graciano Ragaguchi, don't know how to say his name, who was undefeated this time as well. So very similar right there. They both beat the #1 guys in Germany that were undefeated at the time when they beat him. Now, while his father was a 2-division champion and held 2 major world titles, which Junior has not, what we have learned in this debate series from Knockout, who I'm debating against now, to cue the BFTB, names matter. Senior's greatest win comes to average fighters with multiple losses outside of Nigel Benn and Ruchagini. His best wins were, now I'm going to slaughter these names, Thunini Malagane, who was 33-6, Gracio Ruchagini, who was 35-0, Michael Watson, who was 25-2, who was never a world champion, Tony Thornton, who was 31 with 4 losses and 1 draw, and was also never a world champion. And of course, he beat Nigel Benn when Nigel Benn was 27-1. Junior's best wins are to Liam Williams, who was 23-3-1, who was the #1 ranked British middleweight at the time that he fought him. He beat James DeGale, who was 25-2-1, who was a world champion and a gold medalist in the Olympics for Britain. He beat Yildirim when Yildirim was undefeated at 16-0. And he beat a legend who made Andre Ward's name blown up in Arthur Abraham. That's the guy that Ward beat, that everybody was big on Ward after he beat him, who was 46-5 at the time, who was a multi-divisional champion. And like I said, put Andre Ward on the map. And his 5th and biggest name will be when he smokes Conor Benn like he will, which Conor Benn at the moment is 21-0. Undefeated fighters that they fought. Senior beat 4 in his career, and Junior has also beat 4 in his career. Now, both fought 5. Both came up short one time against undefeated fighters. His dad lost to Joe Calzaghe, And of course, Junior lost to Billy Joe Saunders, but not bringing this up. Billy Joe Saunders years later was popped for PED. So let's not forget that. Let's not forget how he got suspended from, got a fight canceled against Andrade because he was popped for PEDs as well. And that was his first loss. Moving past that, when you look at knockouts, they both have 23 knockouts, which means currently Junior has already matched him in total knockouts, and his career is still going. Junior also has a higher knockout percentage. Seniors was 44.23%, and Junior's currently is 67.65%. Like I said, their notable wins: Senior only beat 5 known names in 52 fights. Junior has beaten 6 known names, and they are Liam Williams, Karabov, James DeGale, Avi Yildirim, Arthur Abraham, and Gary O'Sullivan. Everybody knows those names on this panel. Whereas, unfortunately for his father, he didn't beat that many known fighters. They were all domestic level. So let's recap what I just said. Junior has beat the same amount of undefeated fighters in less fights. He has more undefeated fighters with the Conor Benn fight, which will put him at 6, where his dad only fought 5. So he's already got one up there had this fight not been canceled. Has knocked out the same amount of fighters with less fights and has a higher knockout ratio, has a better win-loss ratio than his father, has more notable names on his record than his father, has a better chin as he has never been dropped or stopped like his father was. His father was knocked out. Junior never was. Senior lost twice to Steve Collins. He lost to Joe Calzaghe and Carl Thompson twice, who I don't even know who Carl Thompson is. I don't know. Never heard of him, but he lost them twice. Whereas Junior has lost to 2 people, and those are names we both know. George Groves, who was the #1 guy in England at the time. He was also one of the top middleweight champions at the time that he fought him, and it was his biggest step up to date. And he lost to, like I said, Billy Joe Saunders, who later on got caught on PEDs whenever he was going into the Andrade fight. So it's no telling if he was clean or wasn't clean. I'm not going to say he was. I'm just saying that it's kind of funny how when people go up against Eubanks, like Billy Joe, they got to do extra stuff. In conclusion, I don't know where I'm at in time.
You got 3 minutes left.
Okay. So I'm going to say, in conclusion, off the recap, Junior has done more to get out of his father's shadow and come. Unfortunately, this isn't going to happen, but if it would have happened Saturday, he would have beat a Ben just like his father did. He would have knocked Conor Benn out, and we'll get into that later, which would have matched him there. So, again, I don't see how you could say at this point in time, with all his accolades, better names on his resume, better knockout ratio, has soon to fight more undefeated fighters, beat just as many undefeated fighters, and is still fighting currently. I can't say that he has not moved out of his father's shadow. In fact, his name is so big that they sold out. They sold out this fight. And the pay-per-view numbers were projected to do the 400,000 to 600,000 buys, which is why they were trying so hard to get the fight to go forward. So I would say that alone is showing that he is now a household name and no longer shadowed by his father. That's all I got to really say on this one.
All right. Tony came out swinging. Definitely came out swinging. Talk your shit. Who has done the better job of building their own legacy and escaping their father's shadow?
Babe, can you bring my glasses? I need to reread the question because I didn't know what the hell Tony was talking about. I really had to make sure I got the question right. Who has done a better job of building their own legacy and escaping their father's shadow? He made a lot of similarities. How Eubanks Jr. and Eubanks Sr. were very, very similar, and the rebuttal's gonna get real bad for you. I just wanted to start off by saying that, but I'm gonna actually answer the question for you guys. So it's clearly Conor Benn, bro. It's clearly Conor Benn has done a better job of leaving his father's shadow. And it's 2 main reasons. Reason number 1, Eubanks Jr. don't even want to leave his daddy's shadow. He ain't even trying to build his own legacy, and I'm going to prove it to you. Point number 2, Chris Eubanks Sr. to this day is still stealing the spotlight and the shine and the news from Chris Eubanks Jr., bro. So let's just talk about what knockout means. So Chris Eubanks Jr. was supposed to come over to America. He signed with the PBC. It was his big moment. Guess who he made sure came with him? Him daddy. He brought his daddy with him. He brought his daddy with him. He didn't try to build his own legacy. He brought his daddy with him. And you know what his PBC, his American visit is known for? It's known for Matvey Korobov, because that's his one fight in America, where he came over. Matvey Korobov was really beating that ass in the first round, but Matvey Korobov hurt his shoulder in the second round and shit. And so Chris Eubanks Jr. won by a very underwhelming TKO victory because the fighter got hurt. And then his other thing was when him and his daddy, see, he got an interview. Chris Eubanks Jr. did a big interview on PBC Inside Fox. It's called Inside PBC on Fox. I mean, it was Sean Porter up there, the UK lady that they used, and it was one more person. But Chris Eubanks Jr. didn't want to do the interview by himself. As a matter of fact, he wanted to bring his daddy to the interview. He's like, Daddy, can you please come do the interview with me, Daddy? I need you to come and do the interview with me. And so he came and did the interview with his son. And don't nobody remember what Chris Eubanks Jr. said or what was going on, because Chris Eubanks Sr. came in that hoe, and he started talking about how he want his son to be a good dresser. I couldn't make sense of this shit, but since I got a little time, I think it's real funny. This is what Chris Eubanks Sr. said in that interview that they did with PBC. They said, I would hope that it will roll off onto him the idea of being sartorially elegant. There's a quotation that goes at
echo. Can everybody on the screen
it's
put
about
their mics on mute?
A dandy is a clothes-wearing man, a man whose office trade and existence exists in the wearing of clothes. Every factual of his soul, spirit, person is heroically consecrated in this one object, the wearing of clothes wisely and well, so as others may dress to live, the dandy actually lives to dress. What? Like, I don't know what Chris Eubanks Sr. was talking about, but the whole point of that quote was he stole the goddamn spotlight from his son. He's still casting a wide shadow that his son is just happy to be up under because his son invited him to come do the interview with him when he could have just did the shit by himself. Another thing, why Conor Benn is way better at building his own legacy and getting out of his daddy's shadow. Y'all know what Chris Eubanks Jr. wanted for this fight right here, man? I just wish my daddy would be in my corner. I ain't talked to my daddy. Daddy, can you please come train me for this fight? This is what he said. With this type of fight, I would actually like my old man to be in the corner with me. I would like that. I told Roy that he would be in my corner for the rest of my career. This is the one fight where I would have my old man there just because of what all this means to us. But I don't know if he wants to be in the corner. That's the question. We have to find out where his head is with that. And from there, we'll decide what to do. Since the fight's been announced, I haven't actually heard from him, which is amazing to say, especially early in my career. He was there front and center for all my fights, at the press conferences, at the weigh-ins, in the corner, and for the biggest fight in my career, he's gone missing. It's incredible to say, but that's what happened. I'm waiting for that phone call. I'm waiting for him to walk through the door and say, okay, son, let's do this. It's interesting, but we'll get there eventually, and we'll figure it out. That sounds like somebody that's trying to build their own legacy. Don't sound like that shit to me. Sound like he want his daddy, bro. Sound like he want to be up under his daddy, and he want that shadow. I'm just saying that what the shit sound like to me. The other reason, so I've just proved to you guys that he actually want his daddy around for all his big moments. I'm coming to America. Can I bring my daddy with me? I don't want to build my own legacy. I want his shadow. Can you come do this one interview with the PBC with me? I got the biggest fight of my career. Roy Jones Jr. been training me, but you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, why don't you come on? Why don't you come on over here and let me let me be trained by my daddy? Daddy, please come help me. But now, Chris Eubanks Sr. is still in the spotlight from Chris Eubanks Jr. in a way that Nigel Benn has never done to Conor Benn. Nigel Benn allows Conor Benn to exist. He allows Conor Benn to make his own decisions, to build his own legacy. He allows Conor Benn to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. Not Chris Eubanks Sr. though. As a matter of fact, Chris Eubanks Sr. was pleading for his son's life to Nigel Benn because he didn't want Chris Eubanks Jr. to get in the ring with Conor Benn. He says, this is insane. It can't happen. I've already lost one son. When I lost him, I cried. I bawled in private. I love to have the love I have for Sebastian is the same for Christopher. I am the father, and I say this fight cannot happen. Nigel, don't do this to him. What, bro? So you still in the headlines from your son, but your son did a better job of getting out your shadow and building his legacy. But how come you still doing shit like this? But Conor Benn daddy ain't doing that shit. Sound like Conor Benn is being more of a grown man at a younger age than Chris Eubanks Jr., begging his daddy to come train him and shit, letting his daddy come on trips with him and shit, doing interviews. And now his daddy just talking about, hey, man, can y'all please not do this to my son? He didn't stop there, though. He didn't stop there. He also lied and said, man, I'm pulling my son out this fight. I'm pulling him out. My son's life cannot be put in danger. I've already lost one. It can't happen again. I'm pulling him out. He did that shit like 2-3 weeks ago. Then he didn't even stop there. Chris Eubanks Sr. said, I want y'all to boycott the goddamn fight. Dear Spencer, and the fight is right. Boycott the fight. Eubanks Jr. versus Ben. What? So you want to keep your son from getting money? You want to keep your son from building his own legacy, and you just always putting yourself in the news. So you got one guy in Conor Benn whose daddy don't do that shit, whose daddy don't be talking out of turn, who daddy don't have to accompany him to interviews and shit. Sound like he the one that's being his own man, don't it? Sound like he the one that's building his own legacy, don't it? Sound like he's the one that's not living under his daddy's shadow. Then you got another man in Chris Eubanks Jr. using facts. Chris Eubanks Jr. is asking for his daddy, please come be up under me. Come train me. Chris Eubanks Jr. is asking for his daddy, please come do this, come over to America with me. It's the biggest moment. In all of his biggest moments where he could build his own legacy, in all his biggest moments where he could get out of his daddy's shadow, he wants his daddy right up under him. And then his daddy is making it even harder for him because when he ain't asking for his daddy to be around him, his daddy is just in the news shitting on the fight, trying to stop his son from going after what he want to go after. Nigel Benn ain't doing that shit to Conor Benn. So it's clear, bro. It's a very clear-cut answer. It's not even close. Conor Benn has done a better job of building his own legacy because he ain't got his daddy running around here trying to get him to train him and trying to have his daddy come everywhere with him. He has done a better job of escaping his daddy's shadow because his daddy ain't in the news every time talking about Conor Benn this, Conor Benn that, messing up the fight, telling people to boycott it. So, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. It's clear Conor Benn is building his own legacy, and he is the one that is running around here getting out of his daddy's shadow while Chris Eubanks Jr. is still begging to be in his father's shadow. And I rest him for round one.
Time. All right, now we're going to start off with the rebuttal rounds. Tony going to take off. He is working that stick the first round. Not came through with the power shots. Tony, talk your shit.
Let me know when you're ready. You ready for me to go?
Hold on. Take off when you're ready, bro.
All right. Knockout claims he didn't understand me. He didn't know where I was going with it. I'm sorry. Are we talking about a popularity contest or are we talking about boxing? Boxing legacies are made off the fights that you have and the people that you beat, not whether your dad's in the scene or not. At the end of the day, if you beat more champions than your dad, you did more than him. Like Floyd Mayweather versus his dad. His dad was there every step of the way, in his corner, training him, always talking over him. But you know what? He did more than his dad. Thus, he's the GOAT. Thus, he's the billion-dollar man. So that's where I was going with that. Now, you notice for 10 minutes straight, all he talked about was Eubank. But where was Ben's accomplishments? See, when you have nothing, you have to attack the other side. And we heard 10 minutes of nothing. Ben did nothing in his 10 minutes. It was a complete rebuttal, not actually saying how Ben did anything. Moving past that, he claims that it's Eubank that wants his dad everywhere. And that might have been true if, oh no, there was a TV show. There was a YouTube show called Make the Days Count. And I swear to fuck, you could count the fucking minutes. Nigel Benn was on that show more than his son. They had Nigel Benn sitting in the chair giving more interviews than they did Conor. Every scene with Conor, he was walking and holding his dad's hands down docks, down fucking driveways, over people's yards. And you talking about Chris Eubanks, the daddy boy? This dude was upset with his dad that his dad didn't even care that he lost to Chris Eubanks Sr. He was like, it really doesn't bother you? It doesn't bother you? You can see the tears rolling down his eyes because at the end of the day, that's a true daddy's boy. No, see, the definition of being your own man is going against what maybe your parents don't want you to do. Senior didn't want him to take this fight. What did Junior do? He opened up the motherfucking door and said, no, I'm going outside. I'm playing in the yard today, and I'm not coming back when the lights come on. I'm staying out here because I'm running this. I'm doing what I want to do, and we're going to do it my way. And he stole the show because nobody was even talking about Ben. Everybody was laughing at every comment that Chris Eubanks made. And Ben, he was just reactionary. He didn't do anything. He just sit there looking sad the whole time. So it's hilarious to me that you spent no time on your fighter saying that he was greater than, I guess, how Chris has done it, even though you couldn't come up with one thing that got your guy out the shadow because he's done nothing. He's the only fighter that I know that doesn't put bodies in the graveyard, but digs them up. Like, who does that? This dude literally is going to the graveyard to dig up all his competition. And we're talking about that's going to get you out of the shadow of your father? No, fighting world champions like Chris Eubanks Jr. has done is what gets you out of your father's shadows in the realm of boxing. I'll rest my case on that.
You had 2 minutes left. You cool?
Bro, like I said, 60% just like Eubanks. I don't even need another 2 minutes. 60%.
Talk your shit. Definitely love the energy you brought. Rebuttal round, not. Don't spit that mouthpiece out. Talk your shit.
So when he started his round one, he brought up, and I know we got great judges, so I'm sure they heard this too. It sounded like a lot of comparing Eubanks Sr. to Eubanks Jr. and how they were similar. That's why I was like, yo, what is he talking about? Because I heard a lot of talking about how their record was similar. Oh, they both beat 4 undefeated fighters. Well, that's something that means that you were just like your daddy, not getting out of his shadow. Talks about how they resumes are equal. Oh, they both fought this many world champions, or they got this division, they got that. All this extra shit about how they have a lot in common. So if they got a lot in common, how are you escaping his shadow? And he said everybody, he said everyone was laughing at Chris Eubanks. Wasn't nobody worried about Conor Benn. Everybody was laughing at Chris Eubanks because he was a goddamn clown. But all of that, and he talked about what I did in the jersey. Y'all notice how nobody heard him talk about how Chris Eubanks Jr. is the one that's asking for his daddy to come and be his trainer. You notice how he didn't bring up the shit I said about Chris Eubanks Jr. asking his daddy to come do the interview with the PBC. He didn't want to bring that shit up. He also kept talking about how they were similar with 23 KOs. They both got 23 KOs. Sound like a lot of them got a lot of shit the same. So if we got a lot of shit the same, how am I getting out your shadow? And all them accomplishments that you talk about, that's why I brought it up. See, this debate shit, bro, is chess, not checkers. The reason I talk the way I talk, because for all the shit that you said, for all the shit, well, Eubanks Jr., he did this in the realm of boxing. He did this to get out his father's shadow. He did that to get out his father's shadow. He did this, he did that. None of that shit worked because everything I said was 100% factual. He did all that shit, but still asked his daddy to come with him. He did all that shit, but still want his daddy in his corner. Nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. As far as Conor Benn and that little show you was talking about, I'd be curious to know what year that was, because all I can go off of is right now. We talking about right now, not a year ago, not 2 years ago. Who building their own and who doing a better job of creating their own shit right now? And it's clear as Conor Benn. It's clear, bro. Right now in the recent history, he is the one that has separated himself. He is the one who has got his father to take a back seat and let him do his thing. Chris Eubanks Sr. still think he driving a goddamn spaceship. Straight up and down. And I say spaceship because of the way their ears look and shit. He the one that's still acting like he driving that hoe, bro. Nigel Benn ain't doing that. And you can't get on Conor Benn for being competitive. Oh, he was mad at his dad because his dad wasn't upset that he lost. Well, that's because Conor Benn is still in it, bro. He's still hungry. He's still trying to be competitive and shit. His dad, that shit passed him. He been retired and shit. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. It's very clear. It's very clear. There is no rebuttal for the shit that Chris Eubanks Jr. did. And then you spent your entire first round talking about how Chris Eubanks Jr. and Chris Eubanks Sr. are basically the same. Same amount of knockouts. Same amount of undefeated fighters. Resumes are very similar.
2 minutes.
Both of them beat up both of them fought a German dude. How is that arguing that he's stepping out of his shadow if they doing the same shit and they all doing the same thing? I don't know. Maybe you can make it make sense later on, but I think this one to watch. That's all I got for right now, bro.
I want to say for the record, because I know facts here matter, the show was uploaded 4 days ago, not a year ago. So talk facts.
Time. That was the round. Now, please, man, I need for everybody to smash the like button. First off, man, we just had a hell of a first round. And second off, make sure everybody vote, man. We got 119 people last time I checked in the chat, man. Please make sure everybody vote. Please, man, with those votes matter. If a person can lead this show and they win the fan vote, then, yeah, I mean, they deserve a rematch or however they deem to see fit. So I need the whole chat to vote. But now we going to get to the judges. Let's find out how they seen it. We going to start off with the queens first, ladies first.
Okay, I'm going to start with Tony because he went first. Tony came out with a bang, listed a whole lot of facts. He pointed out what Christopher Eubanks has done, I guess, to get away from his daddy's shadow and his legacy. He gave points as far as his record, his knockout record, that he's done more, which was the question, who has done a better job of building their own legacy. So he pointed out all the good highlight points of that. I'm going to get to the rebuttal part because I got to do KO's first part of the round. KO came out with some interesting facts. A lot of it was to basically show y'all that Chris Eubanks is still living in his daddy's shadow, which is a big, huge fact because a lot of things were surrounded about that, which is bringing out his dad to everything. His dad want to be P. Diddy and be in the video dancing in the background. It's a whole lot of that when it comes to him. I wish to the rebuttal for Tony, because KO, that was the main thing with KO. Him pointing out that Christopher Eubanks is still living in his daddy's shadow. Tony pointed out that Conor Benn really ain't done much, which is true, because he's still new to this. Christopher Eubanks been doing this for a while. In the rebuttal, Tony, I wish you would have said something about like father like son, because if I'm not mistaken, Nigel Benn got in trouble, or they thought he was on some pads for a fight that he had. So I wish that you would have kind of hit on that more.
Excuse me.
Huh?
We brought up beforehand that we wouldn't bring up PEDs for this. That's why I didn't touch it.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that was for old buddy. With me, I don't give a damn, bro. Talk about what you want to talk about. That was for
PEDs for everything.
Just like I don't care. Bring up what you want to bring up with me, bro. That was for him to try to get him to do it. But since he didn't want to do it, I'm here to talk about what you want, bro.
I was underneath the assumption that we weren't even bringing up PEDs because that would be bad.
Nah, if you feel the need in the second round or the third round, do your thing. I ain't tripping.
Yeah. But there was a whole lot of comparing junior versus senior, which was cool, but it just made him seem like he needed his daddy a lot. I'm still kind of torn with Conor Benn really ain't done much, because he really haven't. There ain't really no names on his resume to make him stand out that much. He's still fighting little warehouse workers. So I was torn at first, but I'm going to give this round to KO only because he made a really good point of making me see that Christopher Eubanks really wants to be a part of his daddy's shadow. He not really trying to stand out, make his own way. He just being a younger version of his dad, at least attempting to be. That's the only reason that KO, because Tony, you had me. If you would have hit me with just a little bit more, you would have got me.
Facts. Salute the queen. We appreciate you, Miss Boxiana. Man, now we gonna get to Jay Chestnut.
Yo, can you hear me good, bro?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, so for me, shout out to both guys on that first round. I won't go through everything, but Tony came out. I see what you did when you brought the similarities up, and then you kind of went into your round as far as breaking down how Junior has done more inside the ring. In your rebuttal round, I did like that you said that the legacy is built inside the ring and not with the outside stuff, because I think KO did spend a little bit too much time speaking on outside the ring. And then for me, the thing that got it for me, I gave the round to Tony, but I gave it to Tony because I thought KO didn't do enough, in my opinion, to tell me how Conor has separated himself from his father's shadow. You told us how Nigel is not standing in Conor's way, but you didn't say how Conor has separated himself away from Nigel's legacy. You get what I'm saying? So close round, but I gave it to Tony for that first round.
Facts. T is gonna come down to you. What you got, Brody?
Yo, y'all hear me clear?
Yeah, I got you, solid.
For sure. It was like great round. Like y'all came out blazing. Then rebuttals is what really did it for me. So I like y'all both gave strong opening statements. That was even for me. I know it was all one round, but it was the rebuttal round what separated it for me. Y'all both made excellent points. Knockout had said something. He pointed out something in his rebuttal. He was like, and I noticed this too in Tony's round. He spent, he made a lot of comparisons of how Eubanks and Senior and Junior are, a lot alike, right? And the question was, who has done more of building, their own legacy and escaping their father's shadow? And I feel like Tony, he came right out and he gave me a bunch of ways of, how they are alike in a sense, right? More so in the opening statement, Knockout was telling us how Chris Eubanks Jr. wanted his father, around, more so, like how he's been reaching out, for his father, wanting him to be, in his corner type deal. Tony made a good point. Tony brought up how in the, in the actual, what you call it, I guess 24/7. That's for, I don't know the exact name of theirs, but, the 24/7 where they take a look inside of the fighters count. He brought up a good point of how Conor Benn's father was actually the one who was more so in the spotlight rather than, Chris Eubanks Sr. But I gave that round to Knockout because I felt like Tony more so told me more reasons how they were similar instead of how they separated, one another. If I'm emptying my mind, I'm going off exactly what I heard here today. I'm leaving that first round feeling like, well, damn, Chris Eubanks Sr. and Chris Eubanks Jr. are a lot more alike than, Conor Benn and Nigel Benn. So I gave that round to KO off that.
I actually said he had more accomplishments, more big names, more knockout.
Yeah. Tony, you gonna make this shit long. You keep talking all.
No. We can move on.
No. Did your thing.
Go ahead, Mado. Let me get you.
We had 63 votes for the comment vote, y'all. I need the chat to vote, man. Please, y'all vote. All right,
I got the question up there when you're ready. Yeah, there you go. And it's on me to go first.
Second question. Knockout, you're going to be going first for Conor Benn. Who has won the mental warfare battle in the lead up to the fight this weekend?
Obviously, the fight ain't this weekend, but we still doing the question. So, y'all know what it is. Everybody's smart enough to understand what's going on. So, clearly it's Conor Benn, in my opinion. From Chris Eubanks, I see a lot of clown shit. I see a lot of excuses just in case he get his ass whooped. He ain't seeming like a confident fighter, while Conor Benn, for whatever reason, I'm sure Tony will get into the reasons as why he might have been so confident. But if you're just talking about the lead up to this fight, bro, it's very, very simple. Eubanks already talking about I'm going to be 60% of myself. You know what I'm saying? He pretending to eat fried chicken while at the same time complaining that he ain't gonna be the same because of the weight. He said, I ain't made the weight. I gotta come in at a weight that I haven't been at since I was 18 years old. I can't put on a certain amount of weight at the weigh-in. And just continuous excuses about the weight. And Conor Benn called him out on it. He said, y'all suggested the weight. Your side suggested the weight. And if you go back and look at the press conference carefully, you will see that Chris Eubanks Jr. never retorted that. He never retorted that. He never came back at him, said, nah, you lying, bro. I ain't do that. Y'all made me do this shit. You know what I'm saying? He never said that. When Conor Benn said that you suggested this weight, he just rolled with it. So that leads me to believe that Conor Benn was telling the truth in that situation. So if you win in a mental warfare battle, why are you complaining about some shit that you suggested? Why are you complaining about some shit that you agreed to? While the other fighter is like, it don't matter, bro. Like I'm here. I'm here to do a job. I'm gonna get the job done. You running around here talking about how you how you not gonna be yourself. And then he took the shit so deep. He treating this shit like, again, fighting for his daddy honor. Going back to the first round, he said, I watched Nigel Benn tell my daddy that he hate him. I can't lose to Conor. That makes me take this personal. I have to uphold the family name. Conor Benn said it ain't even that serious, bro. It ain't that serious for me. I'm here to fight. I'm here to wreck something, basically. So you got one fighter in Chris Eubanks Jr. that's making all these goddamn excuses, telling you he ain't gonna be his whole self, telling you he's 60% of himself, trying to spin this shit. Let me act like I'm eating fried chicken so that if he don't make weight or if he go in there and get his ass whooped, now he got an excuse. But then at the same time, putting all this extra pressure on himself, the man don't even fight for himself. How are you winning a mental warfare battle if you don't even fight for yourself, bro? You fighting for your daddy. You fighting for your daddy name, bro. Who is all the way in? Who is mentally strong if they run around this bitch fighting for somebody else? He ain't say, I don't know if he got a wife and kids. I assume he at least got a girlfriend. I don't know any 33-year-old grown heterosexual man who like women who don't at least have a kid or two. So let's assume he got kids. I don't know the man history. But damn, if you ain't got kids and you single, you don't even fight for yourself, bro. Like you fighting for your daddy in his name, and because he lost and somebody else daddy said they hate your daddy. I don't understand that. I don't get that. I don't see how you can win a mental warfare battle when one guy in Conor Benn is stoic, matter of fact, straight to the point, letting you know what he gonna do, letting you know he gonna take you serious, and you on all this clown shit. You on all this clown shit, trying to get under somebody's skin, but everything that you saying is letting people know that your skin, somebody already under your skin. You already upset with the weight. You already acting like, oh, it's gonna be so hard. I'm only gonna be 60% of myself. I gotta make a weight that I haven't made since I was 18 years old. I gotta defend my daddy's name. You doing all this shit, but you winning. You strong mentally. You playing the mental game the right way. So man, I'm not buying it, bro. I believe 100% wholeheartedly Conor Benn was the more straightforward person in these press conferences. He was a more straightforward person in what he said in the lead up to these fights. And he was the one that I got steady from. He was the one that I got, he's there to do a job. While Chris Eubanks Jr. was a lot of excuses, a lot of emotions. And last I checked, you can't win a mental warfare battle if you already giving the people reasons why you might lose. How are you winning the mental warfare battle if you're already saying that you're going to be compromised in the fight? How are you winning that? If you're coming out and saying that I'm going to be compromised in this fight, but I'm showing you, but I'm playing games with you mentally, I don't understand that shit, bro. I don't understand that shit. So for me, the answer to this question is clear cut. You got to say that this Conor Benn is winning the mental warfare battle simply because he's not the one that's up there making all these excuses and doing all this clown shit that we saw from Chris Eubanks Jr. Point blank, period. That's all I got, man.
All right, let me reset for for Tony. Tony, take off. Go ahead, tell the people who winning the mental warfare battle, man.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm going when you start talking, bro.
All right, here we go. Look, first and foremost, that was a lie. Conor was caught in a lie about Chris wanting to weigh 157. It was on the face-off. When Chris denied that was the original weight, Conor literally went hush mouth. Chris brought up the fact that they originally wanted 153 pounds. He didn't say that we offered 157. He said, where did the contract come from? Where did the contract come from? And Conor Benn went, uh-oh, and quit talking. Went silent for a good 10 seconds. Didn't want to say a word. Actually started sliding underneath the table. I couldn't see him. Where'd he go? Who knows? But anyways, let's move on. Look, the fact of the matter is this. Chris Eubanks Jr. had won this fight before it even was announced or even started. He was already in Conor Benn's head way before. That's why you got a weight clause, a rehydration clause that makes what Canelo does look like a gift. This dude literally said, we are stopping the fight if you come in 1.5 pounds overweight. You cannot weigh more than 158.5 or it's canceled. It's off, gone. When have we ever heard that? Oh, with Jake Paul. That's right. That's a Jake Paul move. That's who you supporting. That's who's got the confidence, who learns from Jake Paul. But I digress. Let's move forward. Then it gets deeper than that. Let's go into the rehydration. He can only weigh 5 pounds over that weight come Saturday morning. 5 pounds. And then after he weighed there, they would allow him to gain another 5 pounds later that day, thus stifling him from even able to probably put on 10 pounds. That's why he said repeatedly, we're probably only going to be 3 to 5 pounds difference in weight because he's going to have to be abruptly stopped from eating until the morning weigh-in. Ridiculous. But again, this doesn't even make sense how you believe Conor Benn is in Eubanks' head when it was Conor Benn chasing Eubanks, not the other way around. So we know who was thinking about who. Now, moving past that, to me, it is as clear as day that Benn is trying to get every edge that he can. I wasn't going to mention it, but we know about the PEDs because he had no confidence in himself. He had no confidence in his physical abilities, so he had to take those. I'll get into that later. Not to mention the fact that it is rumored that Benn can weigh whatever he wants. In other words, Eubank can only come in 10 pounds heavier. But Conor Benn, if he wants to come in 175, he can do it because it's only a one-way rehydration clause. Now imagine that. Conor Benn supposedly the smaller man, but he can come in bigger than the bigger man. Make that make sense. It doesn't. Just like this whole thing doesn't make sense. Moving past that, let's see. Anything and everything, like you said, that Eubanks says, you see Conor Benn talk over him. He can't be quiet. He's like a little schoolgirl that just gotta gossip because whenever Eubanks does stuff like eat chicken, Conor Benn knows about it because nobody brought up him going to Vegas and playing cards, but Conor Benn did. He said, "Oh yeah, like we really believe you're at Vegas playing cards." Obviously, he watching him like a hawk. He's spying on him like an ex who's jealous and wants to know his every move because he's keeping up with him. He's keeping up with him real good. In fact, better than good. While you're talking about, does Eubank have children? I don't know. Does Ben? Because he's stalking Eubank. So let's move past what you said about that. Let's see. What else? What else can I bring up? I'm trying to think. Oh, 60%. 60%. I love it. Every time Eubank says, I'm only going to put 60% into this fight, you see once again Conor Benn having female tendencies. He rolls his eyes every single time. Rolls them. Like I've never seen a grown man roll his eyes, but he rolls them good. Like he's been doing it his whole life. And he talked about how his dad was always crying. Well, we see where he gets his emotions from. We see like father, like son, like one of the judges said, and I will incorporate that because I like that. Now, moving past that, Conor Benn could not stop talking over Chris, like I said, especially when Chris told him that, no, I'm the underdog. With those excuses that you said he was making, oh, you're trying to act like you're the underdog. Wait this, wait that. And he said, no. You're the underdog, Conor. I can come in 60%. I'm going to beat you. I can eat chicken. I'm going to beat you. In fact, I haven't even started training yet. I'll start training after this press conference. And then what did Conor Benn do? Well, I've been training for 3 weeks. Like, first off, he's not trying to compete with you. So why are you saying that you've been training for 3 weeks longer than him? He doesn't care. He said you're not even a worry. You're not even a bother. He hasn't even been training at all for you. And you've been going hard for 3 weeks? He's in your mind, rent free. Moving past that, the funniest thing of all of this is when Ben started blushing when Eubank at that face-off stated that he was going to hold off from having sex for only 2 weeks. Now, you made those little gay claims, but it's funny to me how Ben started blushing and he had to reply to that. And then we find out he's on pregnancy pills. Well, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Is Conor Benn trying to get fucked and pregnant by Eubank? Was that the real reason for taking it? Did it have nothing to do with performance enhancing? But he had to get them eggs ready. He had to ovulate. That's what it seems like to me. On that, I'm going to stop right here.
God damn, Tony, you sure you don't want to let off the front foot?
I don't know what my time is, but 60%.
Hold on, man. Let me reset. You was at 5 minutes, 50 seconds. You there. Not go ahead, get your shoulder roll on, man.
I mean, that was very funny. Conor Benn getting pregnant by Eubanks. That's why he was taking clomiphene. Now, he was taking clomiphene because it blocks you from producing estrogen. And so it allows your body to produce more testosterone by tricking your body into producing more testosterone. So he was clearly trying to take that shit so he can beat Chris Eubanks Jr.'s ass. But that was a funny joke. You're a funny guy. Chris Eubanks hasn't had sex in 2 weeks. Conor Benn, I don't know what they got to do with nothing with Chris Eubanks not having sex in 2 weeks and Conor Benn roll his eyes or something like that. But then here's the thing, right? Eubanks, but I'm still gonna whoop your ass. Like when you make an excuse, bro, about being in at 60%, that shit is an excuse. You don't get to say, I'm gonna be half of myself, but I'm gonna beat your ass. Because you can bet for damn sure that if Chris Eubanks Jr. lose to Conor Benn, I just didn't feel like myself. I just thought that I was, I thought I could win, but the weight drain was just too much if he get his ass whooped. So if you just gonna whoop his ass, right? If you so mentally strong and you win in the mental warfare game, why not just say I'm gonna beat your ass? Why not just say I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna do my thing, and that's it? Why are you putting an excuse before talking your shit? Anybody that's putting an excuse before talking their shit, I can't believe what you're saying, bro. That's what to me, the real ones I know. That's how we do it. You can't make all these excuses and say I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's like a motherfucker being like, yeah, bro, yeah, I can't come outside. I can't come outside because my mama said I can't come outside, but I'll beat your ass though. I will beat your ass, but you can't even come outside to show what you gonna do. So what are you doing all this extra shit for? So that shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. That means absolutely nothing to me. So that's why Conor Benn gave the look that he gave when Chris Eubanks Jr. kept saying that, because Conor Benn was right, bro. It sounds like you making an excuse. Just talk your shit. If you're gonna beat me up, if you're gonna son me, school me, all that shit you talking about, why not just say that? Why you gotta throw in the I'm 60%? Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Then another point you brought up, Chris Eubanks Jr. asked Conor Benn who sent the contract. Conor Benn did respond. He said, but who asked for the weight? Who made the weight? He never denied that. He just said, who sent the contract, me or you? Who sent it? And then he said, who agreed to the weight? Who wanted the weight? And nothing. Chris Eubanks Jr., instead of asking who sent the contract, why didn't he just say, hey, you lying, bro? Y'all demanded that weight. Why did he never say that? If Conor Benn was lying, he never said that shit, bro. He just asked who sent the contract. Now we got the rehydration clause you brought up and the catch weight you brought up. Those are ways that Conor Benn is looking for a competitive advantage, but you can tell that it was clearly in Chris Eubanks Jr. head and that Conor Benn was winning the mental warfare game, because who kept bringing that shit up? Did Conor Benn bring up the 60% shit? Did he bring up I haven't made this weight since I was 18 years old? Did he bring that up, or did Chris Eubanks Jr. bring that up? Because it was Chris Eubanks Jr. that brought it up. So all of those stipulations, they got in Chris Eubanks Jr. head, because he the one that kept talking about it, not Conor Benn, bro. Not Conor Benn at all. So yeah, you can say Conor Benn was looking for a competitive advantage. He was looking for the best way to win and come up and fight somebody almost 2 weight classes above him. I agree with all of that. But mental warfare and the lead up, Conor Benn got everything that he wanted. So why would he be mad at the whole situation? Chris Eubanks Jr. has a rehydration clause. Conor Benn don't. So why he ain't the one that's talking about it? So how is that in his head? That's all in Chris Eubanks Jr. head, homie. He the one that keep bringing the shit up, talking about the shit. Then he talked about Conor Benn spying on Eubanks for card games and shit. And he talked about Conor talking over Eubanks. I'm sorry. If somebody's sunning you, if somebody talking over you, a la Gervonta Tank Davis, calling Rolly Romero all kind of female body parts in his face, talking down to him, over talking Rolly. I'm sorry, where I'm from, if I'm talking over your ass and you shut up when I start talking and let me get my shit off, then I'm sunning you. I'm in your head. I'm winning the mental battle. So the fact that Conor Benn was able to keep talking over him, and every time he would talk over Chris Eubanks Jr., he sit back, try to be cool, and shut his goddamn mouth and let Conor say what he wanted to say, leads me to believe that Conor Benn is in his head. And as far as him knowing about what's going on with Eubanks, knowing about the card games and the gambling and all that shit, I don't know about y'all, but the more intel that you have on your op, the better. I don't see how that could be used as a negative, because I know what you got going on. I know you doing the extracurriculars. I know that you ain't giving the dedication. So that's a good thing for Conor Benn to know. That shows that he's focused. He's locked in. He's mentally strong and ready and prepared for the situation at hand, while my boy Chris Eubanks Jr. just running around making a bunch of excuses. And then when he did talk shit, when he did have something slick to say, he always made an excuse first. I ain't going to have sex for 2 weeks, but I'm going to beat your ass. All right, bet.
All right, Tony, this your rebuttal round. Talk your shit.
All right, let me know when you got to reset.
On your voice.
And on my voice it will be. So he keeps saying excuse. Normally excuses come after the fact, come after you lose something, not beforehand. See, there's a difference in an excuse and the truth. The truth is he's weight draining them. The truth is what the truth is. You can't get around that. You can't deny it. The truth is he's never weighed 157 for any fight. So that's the truth. But here's where the excuse goes out the fucking window. Because Eubanks said, even though I'm 60%, I'm giving you full credit. Because if I lose to you, I know I can never be a champion. I can never fight for a title at middleweight. If I lose to you, that's how low he looks at Conor Benn. He looks at him so much that he's willing to turn himself into a skeleton. He's willing to lose all the weight because he doesn't need a competitive edge. He doesn't need to know what the op is doing because in his mind, he's not even considered an op. He's a child. He's an easy win. You don't spy on something you know you could beat 10 days a week. How did you get to 10 days? Because it's that fucking easy. I could put in 3 more. I'm telling you, like, there's no fear here. That's why he accepted everything that Ben did, and you were wrong. You were off because I explained it in my 10 minutes that he said that their team came with 153, and they went back and forth and came to 157. Ben got quiet after that. He said, yeah, well, I did sign the contract, but it didn't start at 157. It started at 153, and we went back and forth, and that's where it ended up. And that's why it ended up there. They were the ones that came with the super low ball to really do it. And the thing that's so funny about it, seeing the confidence of Eubanks, it come in 40% because he knows there's nothing Conor Benn can do to beat him. Conor Benn's never been in the ring with anybody like him. Conor Benn has fought Uber driver after Uber driver after Uber driver. Eubanks has been in there with world champions. What does he have to fear of a guy who has no record, who has no legacy, because he hasn't tried to build a legacy? In fact, Eddie Hearn even said, well, we could have fought Boots. We could have fought Egidijus, but I don't think he's ready for it. So, wait a minute. You mean to tell me your promoter doesn't have enough confidence in you in your own division, and we're supposed to think that you have confidence because you ran from Boots, you ran from Rashidi, you ran from David, and you're going up like Kell Brook did so he could get his ass whooped, get a payday, and it doesn't count against him. That's all it is. This was just a lesson that he got paid for. That's all it was going to be, because Eubanks was going to go in there 60%, school him, and make him lose. And he was going to get better because of that loss. Like Eubanks told him, at every point in somebody's career, sometimes you need a beating to get better. I'm going to give you the beating that's going to make you better. And that's exactly what he was going to do. And that's exactly why he wasn't just good enough with the rehydration. He wasn't just good enough to suck him down. He had to take pregnancy pills. You know what? You said a time, fuck it, I'm going to stop right here. 60 motherfucking %. I don't need to go no further.
All right, round 2 in the books, man. Can the whole chat please vote? Now let's get to the judges. We're going to start off with Jay Chestnut. Who you have winning, Jay? Tell us why.
Okay, I gave knockout that round. So because I didn't really follow a lot of the build-up, so this round was good for me to learn and see what was going on. But like you said, man, a lot of the excuses that you hear fighters make when you say things like, because at the end of the day, Chris Eubanks, they did agree to the contract. They agreed to the weight, and all these excuses about I'm weight drained, the rehydration clause, this, that, and the third. Oh, I haven't. And honestly, the big thing for me is in Tony's round, he said something that I thought actually worked in Knockout's favor, and I actually was surprised that Knockout didn't catch it, is when he said, oh, during the press conference, I think he said something along the lines that Chris Eubanks said that I haven't even started training for you yet. So then when you say that, I felt like that worked against your point more than for your point, because of the fact that that would be another excuse that's used if Chris Eubanks Jr. is to lose this fight, you know. So I really thought Knockout did a good job of painting the picture as far as the excuses that were used by Chris Eubanks and that are still being used. So I gave that round to Knockout.
Facts. I thought Knockout had a hell of a catch and pull counter at the end of the round, landed a haymaker. But T, tell us who you had winning and why, bro.
Yeah, another good round. Knockout made some good points. Tony made some good points. What stood out to me in the round was I feel like Tony had me. He like I feel like he was on it. Like he was just getting. I feel like right when he was like at the end of the rebuttal, I feel like right when he was about to, give it to me, and he stopped and he kind of left me wanting a little more. I like how Tony brought up how Chris Eubanks was. He keep bringing up the 60% thing. I like that aspect too. Like Eubanks was saying that he only needed 60%. He brought up the the Conor Benn taking the pregnancy pills for the testosterone. Right? He had said he made something to the point like, wow, he got to be winning the mental warfare about it because Benn is taking different kinds of drugs. I wish Knockout would have hit him more so with the it's not a it's legal where he at, where Conor Benn is at. I wish Knockout would have made a point on that more so type deal. I'm gonna get that round to Tony. It was a tight round. I wish Tony would have gave me a little more at the end, but I felt like Tony made stronger points in that particular round.
Facts. Shit. Before we get to the gracious Miss Boxiana, man, we need 80 more people to vote in the chat, man. Please, y'all, go ahead and vote, man. That's how we gonna construct some future matchups, and you understand, make sure it stay competitive. And I would like for the vote to matter at some point, but that's just me, man. But Miss Boxiana, who you had winning and why, darling?
I really want y'all to know I'm really over here taking notes. And I want you to know, Tony, that's how you come back and get your lick back. You come out heavy like you come out. And you give a shit that people really don't never like really pay attention to, but they should have been watching. You said a few things that like really stood out to me because I saw it and I didn't know if anybody else saw it. Like when he brought up the weight initially, Conor Benn got real quiet. He didn't say nothing else. He didn't say anything. He just sat there and he had this really, really weird look on his face like, fuck, they done busted me out. But you also brought out the fact that Conor Benn had to get on PEDs, which is a big thing because if he thought he was going to win this fight, he never would have started doing that anyway. Which, and like, I know the line with Peds and the stuff that they were taking, it's kind of like hit or miss for me because we don't know anybody's status, but I do know Clomid is used for like fertility and pregnancy and stuff like that. So it was funny, but I'm gonna give this, I ain't gonna keep going and like rambling through, but I'm gonna give this round to Tony. That's how you get your lick back. It was very consistent. Oh, you brought up a big thing too, the public eating. I couldn't stand it, but I watched him a few times like recording himself eating heavy shit out in public, and like I couldn't figure out why he was eating like this and he was having to make such a weight cut, but you hit why he was doing that shit. So I'm gonna give this round to Tony.
Facts. So that round went to Tony. I believe he had it is 1-1 coming into the third round. So please, man, that's more the reason for y'all in the chat to vote, man.
Don't lose the Conor Benn, Chris Eubanks debate today, Tony. Don't lose this debate, Tony.
Man, y'all done came up here and
don't
put
lose
on. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Facts. Let's get to the third question. Who wins and why? Simple. Knockout. Nah, it's on Big Tony. Big Tony.
Yeah, it's on me.
Shit.
This is real easy. Oh, let me know when you're ready. Let me not start.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, family. Go ahead, take off.
All right. This is real easy. Conor Benn, first and foremost, has never fought a puncher. Not one. The hardest hitter this dude ever fought was Granados, who only has a 44.12% knockout ratio. Not to mention the fact that he had only won 1 out of his last 4 fights before he fought Benn. This dude is a true picker of the cherries. But let us go down this list of power punchers by percentages and order by their last 10. So I'm not going to say the names because it would take too long, but I'm just going to do their knockout percentages. We got 36.36, 31.03, 44.12, 34.15, 42.31, 13.89, 27.27, 38.1, 21.05, and 7.69 to equal, averaged out a 29.59% knockout ratio. That's his opponents combined, how hard they hit. Weak as shit. Couldn't crack eggs. Like what's in his stomach. Anyways, I digress. Eubanks' last 10 was 64.29, 36.67, 51.61, 42.42, 51.72, 38.1, 62.5, 44.83, 56.6, 38.46 to equal a 48.72% knockout ratio, which is damn near 50-50. So that means his last 10 combined fighters damn near knocked out every other fighter they fought when you combine them. Whereas Ben's did what? Not even a third? Uh-oh. Let's move on. All right. Like I said, Ben has never fought a guy with more than a 44.12% knockout ratio. I know, like Eubanks knows, Conor doesn't have a chin. He doesn't. He's been hurt by guys who made Devin Haney look like Mike Tyson. This dude literally was getting beat up by Cedric Pinard, who knows, who only had a 21.05% KO ratio, and his record was 5 wins with 4 losses and 2 draws at the time. He did so bad against this dude with a trash record that he had to have a rematch with him because many people thought he lost. Pure smoke and mirrors is what Conor Benn is. And even with all of the soft comp he has been in there against, he still has less KOs than Eubanks. And don't give me Eubanks has more fights because we've already been over Eubanks still has a better KO ratio. So who is the real knockout artist going into this fight? Because everybody talks about Conor's power. They never talk about Eubanks, even though he's got more knockouts at a higher percentage. From day one to now, Conor fights the same way. He fights like a kid who just got his backpack snatched as he got off the short bus. This dude is just pure run forward and start winging. He makes Deontay Wilder's style look like Muhammad Ali. Trash, straight garbage juice. He's never adapted. He's never gained IQ. He's no good. He fights one way. Eubanks has fought several people like Ben who are bigger and stronger than him. In fact, Eubanks has made lightweight of every single Kung Fu fighter he has fought. The only type of fighters, which Ben is not, that has given him issues are movers who can fight backing up, like Billy Joe Saunders and George Groves, who outweighed him by 20 pounds on the night of the fight. Conor couldn't even find an angle if you gave him a compass or a protractor. Like I said, the dude's not good. Conor is an undersized Liam Williams, and Liam Williams himself got dropped 4 times by Chris Eubanks Jr. 4 times. And we're talking about a guy that's way bigger, way better, way more experience, way more accolades than Conor Benn. And he got his ass dropped 4 times. This dude literally has nowhere to go and is looking to cash out already. That's all this was. Because he could have went for Boots. He could have went for Virgil. He could have went for Abernesian. Hell, in his own country, he could have went for Josh Kelly as well. But like Eddie said, as I mentioned in the last round, he's not ready. So let me get this straight. He's not ready for a top 10 welterweight, but he's ready for the number 3 world-ranked middleweight in Eubanks? Ridiculous. Again, he's just looking for a cash-out fight before Boots beats the boots off of him, because we all know that's going to happen. He's going to be sleeping. He's going to be looking at Boots on the ground. So he's trying to make as much money as possible in this fight so he can go ahead and get an early retirement. Conor's only prayer is to hurt Eubanks, but there's a problem with that. Eubanks has never been seriously hurt. Like I said, he fought George Grove, who outweighed him by 20 pounds on the night, and he couldn't even stop Eubanks. And he was the current Super WBA champion and IBO champion when George Grove fought Eubanks. So he had experience for days. It was Eubanks' biggest step up, and a guy who was known to be a hard hitter couldn't stop him, couldn't slow him down. He had to fight off the back foot. He couldn't be the aggressor like he normally was. He had to outbox him because he was getting grown-manned in that fight. Moving past that, and let us not forget, Groves came into the fight with a 66.66 KO ratio when he fought Eubanks. So if a power puncher who is 40 pounds heavier with way better experience and wins couldn't knock out Eubanks, how the hell is Conor going to do it? How? That's my question. How the hell is he going to do it? The fact is, Conor doesn't have the artillery to affect Chris in any way. And he is going to get out jabbed. He is going to get his face jabbed in. He's going to get sharpshooted by the straight right that Eubanks likes to throw as them shorter dudes, like he is, comes in. He's going to get the head snap back. And most importantly, something that Conor Benn has never experienced from these trash fighters he has fought, or these old men that he has pulled out of retirement, or zombies that he's dug out of the graveyards. He's never been attacked to the body. And Eubanks is about to tear up those ovaries, those eggs, and scramble them bitches with the body blows he's about to take. He is about to get those newly formed eggs scrambled, fried, and delivered to him. I would not be surprised if Conor Benn goes down to a body blow. And again, Eubanks is the harder puncher. He's the bigger man, got more knockouts. He's got a better knockout ratio. He's been in there with higher competition.
7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Yeah, you got three. Get
three. Oh, why you said time? 60%. We done. That's it. I don't need to say no more. It's enough said. He gonna get them ovaries fried.
All right. Tough round, Tony. Tough round. Knockout on your voice, bro.
So Conor Benn is gonna win this fight, and he's gonna win it for a multitude of reasons, right? Number one, weight drained versus natural weight. Number two, the business of boxing. Number three, Conor Benn is a dirty ass fighter. That's why he's gonna win the fight, bro. Listen, Eubanks Jr. is coming in weight drained. Conor Benn will be closer to his natural weight. I need y'all to understand, Chris Eubanks Jr. has not weighed in anywhere close to 157 pounds since 2014. 8 years ago, bro. 8 years ago. So he is 33 years old, and he is going to have to make a weight where he ain't made it in 8 years. Now, my brother Tony keeps saying 60%. So all of that shit that he gave y'all, that was Eubanks Jr. at 90%, 100%, right? So we can throw all that shit out the window because at 60%, you can't do the same shit that you could do at 90% or 100%, right? Or is Chris Eubanks Jr. Superman, even though he ain't never really won no big fight, but he going to be better than he was when he was at 90%, at 60%. But anyway, bro, Eubanks Jr. is also fighting under a rehydration clause. So not only does he have to make a weight that he hasn't made in 8 years. Not only was he at 168, came down to 160, came down to 157. Have we seen how all of that shit affected Canelo Alvarez? You don't think that's going to affect somebody like Chris Eubanks Jr., who you can hate on Canelo all you want, but I mean, Chris Eubanks Jr. ain't half the fighter that he is. So he's fighting, he's having to cut so much weight, and he has a rehydration clause. So they're going to be the same goddamn size, except for Conor Benn, you know, who's fought his whole career at 147 pounds. He gets to fight 10 pounds heavier than he ever has. And he doesn't have a rehydration clause, as my brother Tony so astutely pointed out to us in the second round. So he will be not weight drained at all. He will be closer to his natural weight, and he will go in as the stronger, more hydrated fighter. And we all know what being weight drained does to your punch resistance. So that's point number one. Conor Benn will win because he will not be weight drained, and Chris Eubanks Jr. will be. He will win because Chris Eubanks Jr. himself put his foot in the mouth and said that he's going to be about half of himself. The guy that Tony was describing was Chris Eubanks Jr. at 90% or 100%. By using Tony's own words, though, or Chris Eubanks Jr.'s own words, all Conor Benn got to be is better than half of that. All he got to do is be better than 60% of what Chris Eubanks Jr. is or what he was in his prime. Another reason is the business of boxing. Now, I don't know about y'all, but last I checked, Conor Benn was the A side. Last I checked, Conor Benn is the one that's promoted by Eddie Hearn. Did we not see what happened in the John Ryder versus Daniel Jacobs fight? Do we not remember that fight? Do we not remember people feeling like Daniel Jacobs outboxed John Ryder? But John Ryder, it was his hometown. It was his people. It was his promotion. So John Ryder got the nod. Are we going to act like that Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, are not going to be in favor of Conor Benn if this is a 7-5 fight? If it's a close 8-4 fight, y'all don't think Conor Benn, after all they did to try to even make this fight go through this weekend anyway, you don't believe that Conor Benn is going to get the nod if the fight is close? So Chris Eubanks Jr. got to blow his ass out or he got to knock him out. But again, he's 60% of himself. So at 60% of yourself, can you still do the things that you did at 90 or 100%? The other reason Conor Benn, not only is Conor Benn not weight drained and he fighting closer to his natural weight, this is not about ethics. This is about who wins the fight and why. So he get to come in stronger. He get to cut less weight. Oh, and he a dirty ass fighter. And he was taking some shit that gives you two purposes. Either A, you're using the shit to trick your body into producing more testosterone, or B, you're using it to mask some other shit that you might be using to make yourself stronger. So he get to have juice on his side. He get to have juice on his side on top of having all the weight advantages and the weight drain advantages and all of that extra shit. Another reason, Roy Jones Jr. Anybody seen Chris Eubanks Jr. fight lately? Because all the shit that Tony was describing was pre-Roy Jones Jr., except for the Liam Williams shit. And what I saw with Liam Williams was Chris Eubanks Jr. not put his foot on the gas. What I saw with Liam Williams was Chris Eubanks Jr. clown around, play around in the ring. And you can say what you want, but that was Chris Eubanks Jr. at 160. No rehydration clause. This will be Chris Eubanks Jr. at 157 with a rehydration clause. While the other fighter is coming up bigger and gets to be a stronger, more vibrant fighter, bro. Like, it's too simple. It's a very, very simple concept if you're paying attention to what's really going on and who could win this fight. So the business is on Conor Benn's side. The weight stuff is on his side. He gets to come in stronger and rehydrated. And on top of all of that, Chris Eubanks Jr. is only going to be 60% of himself. And then Tony also said that Conor Benn has not gotten better. Well, last I checked, Conor Benn is working behind his jab more. Conor Benn has become more patient. And you can blame it on whatever you want to blame it on, but tell me that he's not more explosive than he used to be. Tell me that he don't look more explosive and his punches don't look way harder than they used to be. You can put it on whatever you want to put it on. You can put it on whatever you want to put it on, but these are facts. Tony gave us a lot of opinions, though. He said this is a cash-out fight for Conor. You know, Conor is an undersized Liam Williams. These are all opinions. The weight drain shit, that's a fact that I'm talking to y'all about. The shit about him cheating and having an unfair advantage in the fight, going into the fight, that's a fact that I'm talking to y'all about. All this other shit, Eubanks Jr. will sharpshoot Conor Benn, that's an opinion, bro. That ain't no fact. We don't know that till we see the fight. But I do know that Chris Eubanks Jr. ain't never made this weight before. And when he did, the closest was 158 way back in 2014. Last I checked, the older you get, the harder it is to cut more weight. He's coming down from 168 to 160 to 157. Somebody name me a fighter that worked out well for.
7 minutes.
Name me the fighter that worked out well for. So the Roy Jones shit, like Chris Eubanks Jr. ain't even look the same. He don't exchange the way he used to. He don't get down in there the way he try to become a back-footed power puncher with his chin in there. And somebody let me know the last time it was hard to hit Chris Eubanks Jr. since apparently he gonna be the only one punching in this fight. Apparently he the only one that get to throw punches. But last I checked, Liam Williams hit him. The dude that he fought before Liam Williams hit him. He gets hit in fights. So to act like he gonna put on some master class and he gonna just outbox Conor Benn, somebody show me where, bro. Somebody show me when he put on these master classes before. So he will be compromised in this fight. You got one fighter that is compromised, and you got another fighter that's souped the fuck up. He souped all the way up. 60%. 60%. So all that shit about Chris Eubanks Jr. knockout ratio, all that shit about Chris Eubanks Jr. fighting bigger punches, all that shit about his durability that I was hearing, all that shit, everybody keep in mind, that was Chris Eubanks Jr. at 90% or 100%. How can you trust him if he's 60% like him and Tony been claiming all goddamn night like some sort of badge of honor? I let you say the shit. I let you get it off. I saved it. I just need to steal one of the 2 rounds, bro. I just need to steal one of the 2 rounds because this one right here, we're using your own words against you, bro. So let me know this. This is my question as I close, right? Because we getting down to the end. He said I got 3 minutes about a minute ago.
Yep, you got 1 minute left.
Talk to me about what you've seen Chris Eubanks Jr. do at 60%. Because everything you talked to me about in your 3rd round, everything you talked to me about was shit that he did at 100% or 90%. Talk to me about what he going to do at 60%. About half of himself. Because Conor Benn going to come in at 120%. He going to come in at 120%, cutting less weight and using women fertility drugs and shit, bro. Come on, dog. And the business is on his side if the fight is close. But I'll rest right now. I say the rest for the rebuttal, man. That's it, bro.
All right, the fight definitely broke out. This going to be the rebuttal round starting now. Tony, talk your shit, bro.
Let me know when you got to reset.
Are you on your voice?
All right, here we go. So I'm going to answer your question at the very beginning. And here's the fact of the matter. We're not going to see him at 60% because here's the problem for you. Your whole argument was relied on something that you did not know that was broken by ID Boxing, which is a UK boxing channel. The weight clause has gone bye-bye. The rehydration clause has gone bye-bye. So you know what that means? He can rehydrate to whatever the fuck he wants to when they make this postponed fight again. They have thrown that out the window. Because of this, they have reported that it will no longer be a thing in the coming fight that they're going to have. So you saying him at 60%, like I've been saying, is no longer a thing. And I was waiting for you to do it in this last round so I could set you up for that blind, bow, counter punch to the jaw. Good night. Now, let's move past that. You claim that Conor Benn is a dirty fighter. Well, let me tell you something. If Conor Benn is dirty, then Eubank is mud. Because I remember him picking up the gelt and slamming his ass in the middle of the fucking ring like he was in a WWE match. I've never seen Conor Benn do that. What does Conor Benn do? A little low blow here, a little low blow there? No, Eubank, when he doesn't like you, he lifts your ass off the ground in front of the ref and slams you on your fucking head. He doesn't care. That's what Eubank does. That's how dirty he gets when he doesn't like you. So I would say that that goes out the window. Let's see. You said Eddie Hearn, the business of boxing, they're going to go for the home guy. Well, let me ask you something, Knockout. How did that work out for the cash cow AJ? Because I believe he lost twice on the scorecards to Usyk. I believe he got his ass whooped by a landslide twice on the scorecards, and AJ's worth a hell of a lot more money than the unknown, soon-to-be known, but no longer known because of PED's Conor Benn. Oh, well, I would say that it doesn't look so good right now for the zone because they've been taking loss after loss after loss after loss. And the cash cow is dead. He done hit the slaughterhouse on the scorecards. So I would say I don't think that business, that home court advantage is really going to matter. Now, moving past that, you said that Conor has been working more behind the jab. He's been showing more power, more explosion. Against what? Dead bodies? Retired fighters that he's brought back? Well, it's not hard to look fast against a punching bag. It's not hard to look fast against a guy who comes to the ring in a walker with a fucking breath mask on. Of course he's going to look fast. Of course he's going to look explosive because he's fighting 35-plus-year-old men. Now, you did mention that Eubank is just newly 33, but that's not 35. That's not 37. That's not 38. And Eubank in every single fight has never shown the age of a 33-year-old because unlike other fighters, he is disciplined. Regardless of him eating chicken, you've never seen that man out of shape. You've never seen him blow up like Adrian Broner. You've never seen him not ripped to the core no matter what time of the year it is because he's very dedicated. The thing is, you, like Conor Benn, bit on the trolling, and that's how he got you. You believe that's real, but it's not. He's been training like he trains for everybody. That's why he stays in the shape that he does. And then you bring up the PEDs as if that's going to help him. I remember a time when a young up-and-comer who was the same size as the guy, not significantly smaller, Fernando Vargas, thought, I'll do steroids, and he got that ass whooped by Oscar De La Hoya. It didn't help him, just like it's not going to help Conor Benn. There's been several guys popped that get their ass whooped after being popped. Why? Because they really don't have skills. They got to do it synthetically. They don't believe in themselves and they don't have the skills to do it on their own. So they look for extracurricular. And when they come against an elite, when they come against a top, a number 3 like Eubank, they get that ass slumped every single time because they're not good on their own. And going into this postponed fight, they're going to be looking for all those drugs. They're going to be looking for him coming with a tampon in his ass because he's been bleeding on the period due to these pregnancy pills. They're going to be looking for it. So that advantage of that extra, I'm Superman straight,
1 minute.
is out the window. 1 minute. You know what? I have more to say. I'll say this real fast, and then we'll say 60%. And then you bring up Liam Williams. Liam Williams talked so much shit to Eubank, he told him what he was going to do to him. He told him, I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to punish you. I'm going to beat you for 12 rounds and not let it in early. And that's exactly what he did to him. He knocked that man down 4 times and battered him. It looked like he got beat by a baseball bat. 60%, I'm done before the timer.
Championship rounds, knockout. This your rebuttal.
All right, so you brought up AJ and Usyk. First of all, Chris Eubanks Jr. ain't never been half as good as Alexander Usyk. So we can't count on Chris Eubanks Jr. to do anything to fucking Conor Benn that Usyk did to AJ. So that was a horrible comparison. Then I noticed, I love how people do this shit, right? You brought up how Conor Benn's resume is garbage. He done fought old mans recently. That's why he ain't ready for nobody like Chris Eubanks Jr. But Chris Eubanks Jr. can fight a guy, Marcus Morrison, who was just coming off a fight against a guy with 5 wins and 69 losses. But you don't bring that shit up, though. And you brought up the drugs and the PEDs and shit. You realize that Conor Benn didn't get suspended by UCAD or by the British Board of Boxing Control. You realize that Conor Benn tested negative for all his UCAD tests. So to think that if they take VADA out, that he won't be able to somehow come up with the same shit that he been coming up with to pass his test, because according to the British Board of Boxing Control, they ain't suspended him. He ain't test negative. They doing the shit based off of VADA, not off of what UCAD said. But that's cool. I just find it very, very funny that you brought up the rehydration clause and the catch weight, and somebody reported that shit, because I just looked it up. I don't see that shit nowhere. Was this a YouTube channel? Can you put the link while I'm talking? I got 5 minutes to talk. Put the link in the chat for me, because I want to research it and I want to see the shit where it is confirmed that. So you want me to believe that they done already took out the rehydration clause and the catch weight and shit, and then now the fight is at 160 and Chris Eubanks Jr. can come in as much as they want and they just made that fight? That's what you want me to believe? Because who broke it? Put it in the chat. Put it in the private chat if you don't want to put it in the full chat. Put it somewhere where I can see the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see the shit. Then we going back into your round. You still have not told me how he going to win. You said something about body shots because Chris Eubanks Jr. is going to land the body shot. And I believe a body shot is going to be what dropped Conor Benn. All right, cool. When he become a big-ass body puncher or some shit, bro? When did he become that? When did he become that? Yeah, I hear you, and I'll rebuttal you while I'm going, because that's cap, bro. If you can't confirm this shit, if you can't give nobody a link about the rehydration clause being gone and the catch weight being gone, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. Until it's reported by a reputable source, I'm not on that shit. So for all we know, the shit stays the same. But Conor Benn will win this fight because he will be more explosive than Chris Eubanks Jr. because Chris Eubanks Jr. will be compromised. Conor Benn will win this fight because Chris Eubanks Jr. is not good enough under Roy Jones with this new back-footed counter-punching style to be able to just thoroughly outbox Conor Benn without getting caught in precarious situations. Last I checked, Marcus Morrison went the distance with Chris Eubanks Jr., and Marcus Morrison is hot garbage, bro. He trash. He's not a good fighter at all. Conor Benn is better than him. And Conor Benn will be stronger than him because Conor Benn ain't got to cut no weight. He will come in, maybe he walk around 160. Maybe he walk around 165. Shit, I don't know. But I do know that he will be much more closer to his natural weight. And the closer you are to your natural weight, the stronger that you are. And let's flip what you said on his head. Oh, it's easy to look good against old ass men, or it's easy to look good against trash ass fighters. So you want me to believe that the guys I've been watching Chris Eubanks Jr. fight at 160 since being under Roy Jones are good? I'm supposed to believe in Awadi John? I'm supposed to believe in these guys? Like, come on, bro. Neither one of them has fought great competition lately, except for one of them, and Conor Benn Jr. is the clear A side. Eddie Hearn and everybody is clearly on his side and wants him to win, and that's who they pushing. So Chris Eubanks Jr. needs a knockout, bro, or he has to watch this dude 10 rounds to 2, 11 rounds to 1. How is he going to do that if he's compromised in 60% of himself? You keep talking about what they saying and what some dude, ID Boxing or whoever on YouTube said. A lot of people break shit on YouTube, but that shit ain't been confirmed. And all I know is, based off the news we have in front of us, Conor Benn is going to be the stronger fighter because of that weight cut shit and the motherfucking rehydration clause. Conor Benn did not test positive in UCAD. He was able to test negative on that shit. So if they doing the test, why won't he be able to test negative again? And Conor Benn has the business on his side. All of these factors are facts, bro. This ain't my feeling. This ain't got shit to do with I think Conor Benn catching with a left hook or a right hand. These are facts, bro. These are the facts that we know and that have been confirmed. And using those facts, you can't get me to believe that a 60% fighter at a catch weight with a rehydration clause is going to do anything with Conor Benn, bro. Point blank, period. That's the end of my round, dog.
Facts. I love both what both y'all did in the championship rounds, man. Y'all put on. Definitely put on, man. But everybody in the vote, please. Everybody in the chat, please vote. And we going to start off with the gorgeous Miss Boxiana. Let us know who you had winning that round and where.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with KO. I know Tony went first, but I'm gonna start with KO. KO, you made a lot of good points as far as him coming in weight drain, him being 60% of himself. It's been 8 years since Chris had to make that weight. You also made the point that Conor won't come in weight drain. I didn't understand the business of boxing reference, but I got what you were saying, but to me, it kind of just threw me off a little bit. But you were on point. You brought up a few more things. He's going to be stronger, not that much of a weight cut. And you also brought up the fact that Conor Benn is a dirty fighter. Still, I mean, I kind of got who would win out of that. Of course, you're going for Conor Benn, but the why didn't like I didn't get some of the stuff that I wanted to get. I got some of it, but not all of it. Tony, you fucked me up with them numbers. Listen, let me tell you. I know people be that math is crazy and they good with them numbers. Them first 5 sets of numbers, I was lost. I was like, oh no, he taking me too fast. Please slow down. And then you summed it up and I was like, okay. He said all that to say this. This is what he meant. So I ended up getting it, but you messed me up with them numbers. But you came back. You was like, he going to get jabbed to death, right-handed to death, and he not going to be able to take it to the body because Chris Eubanks is a body puncher. I like that. That is the answer I was looking for. Like y'all both gave some really, really good answers, but I wanted to know how they were going to win the fight. Like, I know all I was getting from UKO was really, he going to be weight drained in 60%, but his dirty fighting is probably would win him the fight. But I feel like Tony gave me more of a direct answer as far as what I was looking for, if that makes sense. So it was a really, really, really tight round for me. I was torn up into the end, and I'm going to give this round to Tony because Tony came out all over the place, but he summed it up and he made it good at the end. So I'm going to give this round to Tony, even though KO had some really good points and brought some stuff to light that a lot of people didn't know.
Facts. And we definitely value and appreciate your vote. Let's get the Southern T. Who you got winning and why, bro?
I'm gonna be honest. That round, it was a little all over the place. From both guys, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all what I got out of it. What I got out, Tony basically told me, right, Chris Eubanks is going to win because Conor's not that good. He hadn't fought good opponents. He told me that he go jab Conor, right, and he go, hit him with the straight. That's what I got out of what Tony said. What KO said. What I got out of what KO said was, he said Conor Benn is going to win because Chris Eubanks is going to come in half of himself, right? Tony gave examples of how, in Chris Eubanks' past fights, how he looked good in his last fight, like what he did, gave some points in him. KO, I like the point KO made where he was like, well, that was Chris Eubanks at full strength, Tony had said a little earlier that, Eubanks never been at that particular weight, right? KO brought up how Eubanks never been at that particular weight before. You know what I mean? KO brought up the age of Chris Eubanks, right? And he brought up him being older, having to go to a weight that he had never been at before. You know what I mean? I like that point. I gave this round to KO because mostly what I got out of it was from Tony was Eubanks go win because, Conor Benn is just trash. And then he talked about Conor's opponents, right? He mainly was like, because of the opponents that Conor faced. And then he named George Grove, and he named Liam Williams, right? And then KO countered that with some guy that, I had never really heard of, the Liam Williams fought, right? He was like, he just fought a guy with, 5 wins and 69 losses. You know what I mean? So he combated the opponent, aspect with that. Like neither one of them has really been fighting, the best of the best. They both had strong points. I like Tony's point. Tony had me early. I think KO got me with the rebuttal. I feel like he gave me more points. Tony had strong points, but KO gave me strong points, and he gave me a few more, I believe, and convinced me of who I think will win this fight. What mostly got me was, Eubanks saying that he would be only 60% of himself, and all his other body work has been at 100%.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But
yeah. Facts. And don't y'all be coming for my judges, man. They vote as what they say is what they say, man. Period.
Yeah, bro. Like once they pick somebody, I think, regardless of who they vote for, they giving good reasons, they paying attention, and they all got logic and sound judgment behind their shit. So y'all like get off of them, bro. Let them pick who they pick because that's what they think, bro. And again, I invite everybody to participate. So if anybody thinks they can debate better or they think they can judge better, all you gotta do is hit my email. That's all you gotta do. And before we get to the last vote, y'all go subscribe to everybody's channel up here. I got everybody's channel in the link. Go subscribe to their channel. Tony Reviews, OTB Boxing, Boxiana, and Nick J. They got their show that they do every week. Go subscribe to them. Jay Chestnut, even though he don't make content, maybe we'll get him to make content one day. So go check him out. And Southern T, he the CNN of boxing. He always live on YouTube 24/7. In my opinion, I always see that. So y'all go subscribe to these people, man. They are all doing great work, and they all deserve our respect, and they all deserve for people to go check out their content, man. That's why we do this, to help people grow and to just talk boxing, not take the shit too serious and just have fun with it. I ain't mean to cut y'all off, but I wanted to say that too, OTB, because I'm noticing that like the judges, like regardless of who they voting for, they giving you good logic. They telling you why. They telling you what to do so that the debaters can get better and so that the audience understand why they voting the way they voting. So it makes no sense to try to get on them for a vote when the shit makes sense to me. Tony ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. So if you ain't up here, how you gonna complain when we not complaining and we the ones that's preparing and putting all this work in and trying to give y'all the show? But that's all I got. Go ahead and get to the last judge.
Y'all debating in the chat and shit, man. Cut that shit out. But yeah, who we on? Jay Chestnut. Tell us who you had winning that round and why, bro.
Oh man, dude, this is the best, man. Best round.
106 hand claps right now, man. I ain't have 106 votes. I ain't have 100 nothing all night. Give me 106 hand claps of fires, something for these contestants, man, because they did their thing. Go ahead, Jay.
Man, this round was fire as hell, man. Okay, so Tony came out talking about the level of competition, how Conor ain't never fought a puncher. Like Eubank gonna get him to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I did like about KO's first round, he came back and said, all right, cool. But that was Eubank at 100%. What he gonna be at 60%? You know what I'm saying? He talked about the business of boxing, which I don't necessarily like that. When we talk about deciding the fight, I very rarely make that a determining factor. And Tony rebutted that by saying Usyk and Joshua, which we just saw the second fight, was actually a lot closer than the first fight was. And Usyk still got the win in that fight, so he did rebut that. Tony, I'm not gonna lie, you had me in your rebuttal when you talked about the rehydration and stuff being cut off because of the positive test. But when you couldn't show any proof of that, I kind of had to throw that out the window. So with the
hold on. You go to box night.
Bro, you cutting out the judges again, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, bro, you can't
No, let him get it out. Let him get it out.
You gonna have time to do that, Tony. You gonna have time to do that, bro.
No, he said I couldn't give proof. I said I wasn't giving knockout proof. I didn't say I couldn't give a judge proof. All you got to do is go into boxing IDs.
Bro. Come on,
man. Okay, so basically, my point, Tony, was just like, I don't have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the proof for that, like, of knowing, like, if that's for true. Because even if I watch the YouTube video, how do I know where he got his source from? You know what I mean? So it's just a gray area for me, especially once it got rebutted. So for me, like, that round was super close. I just nearly edged it for knockout. Just nearly edged it, bro. You damn near had me, bro. You had me, bro. But then I was like, I can't verify that what you said about the rehydration clause, because that's essentially Knockout's round was based off of Eubanks Jr. not being 100% of himself. He never, like, and for Knockout, bro, you didn't really give me anything of saying why Conor Benn was going to win based on his skill set. You basically sold it, and you did a good job of selling it because Eubanks wasn't going to be 100%, which is why with the rebuttal, I was going to give Tony that round, but it was just, I couldn't give it to him because I didn't know that what he was saying was factual about the rehydration clause being gone. So I edged it to Knockout, but man, that was a hell of a round, fellas.
So this is what I don't understand. I'm telling you where to see
it. Shit.
It's factual, but yet you're still refusing to see that it's factual. Like, that's
yeah, but okay.
The round 10 minutes, Tony, you had to do it within the time.
Shout out to real quick. Hey, hold up, everybody, hold up.
Yeah,
Mark West, real quick to Mark West with the $5 in super chat, man. Appreciate the support, Mark West. Thank you so much, man. Y'all go ahead.
No. What
you had to do it within 10 minutes.
I already know where I'm at. It is what it is. I don't care.
Come on, bro.
Tony, you did the bro. Hold on, dog. You did your fucking thing, bro. Like, you had
that. You put the fuck on, bro.
Right, bro. You did, and it was entertaining as fuck, bro. Like,
don't kill it, Tony.
Yeah, but
don't nobody tell me how to speak. But I'm just being honest. Like, you asked for where it came from, and I told you. Now, whether you've seen it before or not, just like whenever I did all the math, how did you verify that? You didn't. So, like, I don't understand. Like, I'm telling you where it came from. I'm telling you they were at the courthouse outside of the damn hearing that was going on and getting information inside the courtroom. Like, they did a whole fucking long ass live stream about it.
Yeah, because we ain't gonna we don't have the resources to have fact checkers exactly right now.
No, man, look, bro. It's like this, bro. If there's something, look, for me, if there's something that I've been waiting on to use, and I know that the other person, like you said, you knew that I was gonna come with that, because I'm gonna be real, shit ain't nowhere to go with Conor Benn right now. That's why didn't nobody want to debate it. That's why I had to step up to the plate and debate the shit, right? But if you know that's what you gonna use, man, you should have came in this bitch with quotes. You should have came in this bitch with everything that you needed to really kill my shit, bro. But you didn't. And at the end of the day, bro, we can't be like, bro, you put up a great debate. I'm not saying that you didn't. I feel like I won. I'm sure you feel like you won, but come on, bro. Let's not act like the judge is being biased or some shit because they gave you rounds. I think Boxiana might have gave you 2 rounds. Somebody else gave you rounds. Like you won 2 rounds to 1 in the chat, bro. You won the second round and the third round in the chat, bro.
Just so y'all know, man, I had it. I thought that, goddamn it, Tony got on the front foot early in the fight, used this stick the whole fight, you understand? And then coming into the championship rounds, knockout start shoulder rolling, using that
I ain't had nowhere to go, bro. Like Conor Benn out here fucking the boxing game up, bro. But let's get to the bonus round. So I know everybody got shit to do, man. Let's get to the bonus round.
If anybody leaving, y'all got right now to tell them where to find you at. You understand? If y'all ain't staying for the bonus round,
it's me, y'all. I can't stay for the bonus round.
All right, go ahead. Appreciate
I'm working a 13-hour day tomorrow.
Hey, I figured that too.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Thanks for coming up and judging for us. We appreciate it.
No problem. This was great. I had a really, really, really good time. My light burnt out on me, so ain't no point in me turning my camera back on. I gotta go buy me a new one. But y'all can find us tomorrow, me and my good sister Nick J. Live on Queens of the Ring. The link is in the bio for this show. We're live every Friday. We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can find us all under Queens of the Ring. We lit live and local. Thank y'all for having me. Anytime, KO, just shoot me a link. Thursdays is normally the better day. So anytime on a Thursday is cool. Thank y'all. Y'all all did great. Y'all have a good night.
All right, peace out. Go ahead, OTB.
All right, man. Both of y'all give me y'all fighters best opportunity to become a champion in their weight division.
For Conor Benn, his best opportunity is for Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford to fight, for him to stay the hell away from the IBF because that's the Jerron Boots route. Jerron Boots in his route, and for him to stay the hell away from the WBA route that looks like Virgil Ortiz is trying to take. He needs to find his way into the WBC or the WBO route, and then that way he can try to fight somebody like Josh Taylor coming up from 140. That's his best shot to become a champion, because I feel like if he fought somebody like Virgil Ortiz, if he fought somebody like Jerron Boots Ennis, I think they'll make quick work of him. I think they'll do him kind of dirty. I think it's those two and then everybody else as far as prospects and contenders at the welterweight division.
Facts. I like that.
I mean, it's real easy for Eubanks to win the belt. All he's got to do is fight. Well, he's been the interim WBA champion for a while, but if he fights Triple G, he'll beat him. Triple G's done. He's got nothing left. He gets tired by the 6th round. I know he came on a little bit against Canelo, but he didn't do nothing for the first 6 rounds. So either he's going to not fight for the first 6 rounds and come on late, or he's going to be tired by the 6th round and not come on late. So that's the easy route for Eubanks to get the belt. However, the only hurdle is Lara's in the way. I believe they're about to fight, and then he gets the winner out of that fight. But I think Eubanks beats Lara easily as well. So that's the easy route for him. Just go for.
You think he beat Lara? You think he beat Erislandy Lara right now?
Hell yeah.
Damn, you said easily. Oh my goodness.
Shit, I don't know about that, Lara.
I don't know about that one either. Damn,
I like that. That's interesting, Tony. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Tony's still on his Eubanks shit. He think highly of Eubanks. I ain't mad at him.
I want to see that fight. Not that you said like hell.
Yeah, now that you say it, I gotta look and see where
it's not even thinking highly of it. It's the fact that you got a 40-year-old in Triple G and you got a 39-year-old in Lara. Like, come on, like Lara's not the same fighter that he once was.
But he got skills. He got skills that Chris Eubanks never dreamed of having, bro. Like he's different. You know what I'm saying? Like he get to slipping and counting.
I tend to agree with the Triple G point though.
He right in front of you, but Triple G, I think Triple G based on how
he might beat the hell out of Triple G.
Yeah, I think he fooled right now, bro. Real shit. But let's get everybody last words, man. I want to go to Tony first because he put in the most time. He put in the most work, and I know he got stuff to do. So Tony, let everybody know when you're going live again, bro. Let everybody know what you got coming to the channel. I seen one of your posts say you about to start dropping video daily because you waiting on your phone. So just let everybody know what you got coming on, man, so they can check you out, bro.
Yeah, Tony's Reviews is my channel. Right now it's hard to drive videos. Like I said, I broke my phone. My old ass phone doesn't let me upload videos because it's out of storage, and I got shit that I don't want to delete. So like come end of October, I'll be back on the grind with that. As far as lives go, very sporadic. Don't do a lot of lives right now, especially with no phone. But other than that, that's it. That's my channel. You know?
Oh, and call, and if there's anybody, and if there's any topic or any subject or something that you want to debate, now's the time for that too.
Let me get on camera before I go so they can see what I look like in case they haven't seen me before. And on that note, thanks for letting me on.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Do you got anybody you want to debate? Any smoke that you want? We always do that at the end too. If there's anybody that you're looking at or any subject that you want, now's the time to call it out, and we can see if we can make that happen for you.
Nah, I mean, like, you know, these boxing debates, they just pop up sporadically.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Sure, something will pop off.
But I gotta get you up here to judge, a mod, or something. So I'll be in touch now that I got your behind the scenes info, bro. I really appreciate you, man.
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate you letting me on. And you gotta understand, like, nothing against you, me saying I know where I'm at, but at the end of the day, everybody's gonna be biased a little bit. A little bit. Not saying that it's tilted, but I'm just
Tony, you won the chat, bro.
I got you.
You won the chat.
Tony
And this was the closest debate that I've had on this channel, bro.
I was just going to say that. This is the closest he done came to losing. For real.
Hey, but for the one judge, if he's still here, shit, I lost the link. It's up. Let me pull this back up, and I'll drop a link for you to where you can see that they were talking.
Yeah, I want to see that for sure. No, I damn sure want to see it.
I want to see that shit too. Because if they just talking about, if it's just a YouTube video, bro, that ain't no.
No. Listen. They were talking about revising it yesterday, whenever all the news came out, right? However,
hey, we like to do push-ups. If they revise it, let's bet 100 push-ups.
Here's what we do. When they remake this fight, if the rehydration clause is gone and I was right, then this loss is overturned because I was correct.
I feel that. I feel that. No, I feel that because that's the reason I low-key gave him that. I feel
Hell
that.
no, bro.
I feel that though, bro.
Nah, you Michael Fox out this bitch. It's too late. I'm Gabriel Master.
It's like boxing can't cheat it. It can go up. You can dispute it.
Already, bro. Already. But nah, man,
you have a good night, though. Have a good night.
Nah, you do the same, bro. I appreciate you, man. All right, Jay Chestnut, man. Let give us your. Me and Jay Chestnut got a big announcement for y'all. Jay Chestnut, you can go ahead and let them know.
All right, so all right, man. So next Thursday is going down. Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. Everybody that's in the building tonight, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend that KO finna take his first home loss, fam. We are debating Shakur Stevenson versus Tank Davis next week, and y'all know y'all know how I'm coming. I'm coming with it. Don't think, you had a close call tonight. You got out by the hair of your chinny chin chin. But it's gonna be different, bro. You better come better than you came this week.
It's different for you. I actually believe what I'm debating next week. That's good.
That's good. No problem for me. No problem for me. Y'all got me on the Canelo debate. You know what I'm saying? You got your judges in there that ain't really fuck with Canelo. I feel you though, bro. I feel you. But next week it ain't happening, brother. It ain't happening. You're gonna take that. You gotta carry this out.
I'm gonna put some people on the. I'm gonna let people judge they got Shakur beating Tank, and I'm gonna still win, bro.
All right, bet. Let's do that then.
Like it's gonna be lit up. Like, bro, like come on. Yeah, see there go. Look right there. Keon gonna judge.
I just
good.
Moderate that.
He gonna judge the debate. Because Key gonna be unbiased. But check this out though. Key, who you got winning between? Key, who you got winning between Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis? Key, if you still in the building, who you got winning that fight?
I already heard Key said.
Yeah, so it's cool. I got like, bro. We try to make it. I'm trying to make it fair. It's just that these facts, bro. He got Shakur, bro. So that's one judge. We'll get two more.
Nah, you don't gotta make them all Shakur. No, bro. Do your thing, bro. I'm coming to take the win regardless.
Nah, cause every time it's like lately, bro. Every time somebody come over here,
No, wait, hold on though, bro. No. But with the Canelo debate, bro, your judges said they was biased, bro. So I ain't saying they biased out of my own mouth. They said they was biased. So I'm only taking the words out of their mouth. That's all I'm saying,
I'm
bro.
talking about people that debate me. They come over here and they always get mad because it's just different over here, bro. It's different.
Nah, you're right. You're right, man.
You know, but it's
everybody
cool.
thought Alabama was unbeatable till they got beat, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. I'm
gonna be that Clemson to your Alabama. Don't worry about it. We coming in here to wreck shit, leave town, come back with the title. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
You already tripping because I ain't in college, bro. Like if you Clemson, I'm a professional team, bro. This shit gonna be like Clemson versus the Chiefs, bro.
Talk that shit.
This shit gonna be like Clemson versus the Chiefs. I'm trying to take, bro, like the Tank Davis shit, like, bro, that's my shit, bro.
Oh, it's not good. And then I'm glad I caught you at it. That mean I'm getting you at your best. So when I wear your ass out next week, at the crib, then we ain't got no excuses. I caught you at your best topic. You just heard it. Everybody heard it. This your best topic. No excuses.
If I'd have lost this one, I'd have been like, shit, it is what it is.
You came close, though. You came close. This was that look ahead. I ain't gonna lie to you. This was that look ahead game for you.
You tried to throw me off because you was texting me and shit about this other debate. You tried to throw me off my focus and shit. You know what I'm saying? They tried to set me up. I think Cash did the shit on purpose. He hit Tony up like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna do the debate. We're gonna have knockout do it and shit. Made me debate on behalf of Conor Benn. I don't even believe half of the shit I'm saying. I'm just trying to win shit. But it is what it is, bro, man. Look, I appreciate you, Jay, man.
Yes,
we're
sir.
gonna have fun. And look, man, you know, I don't do nothing watch boxing, but Jay, I appreciate you, man. I'll catch you next time, bro.
I bet.
All right, peace. OTB, man, give me your last word, bro.
Hey, man, salute to you on another masterful performance. I love the shoulder roll you worked in that debate.
That's all I could do, bro.
Oh, man.
I ain't had no good arguments, bro. I was trying to find them all day.
You shoulder rolled the hell out of it. I was sitting back like, ooh, that shit look good, man. That shit look good. That was a pretty.
It was hard, bro. It's hard to argue for Conor Benn, but bro, people, we can't be scared to lose, bro. Like, if it's a losing topic, still try, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll step in, but I don't want to have to debate all the time. I'd rather have other people debate shit. But don't get it twisted. I want all the smoke. I'll get it popping. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. No, you know, Conor Benn, he up here, you know, he up shit creek without a paddle. So people ain't really trying to fuck with Conor like that. But shit, you know, it was fun. I felt like it was a good challenge, and you know, wasn't my best, but it was enough to get the W. And we survive in advance, bro.
Nah, you showed you showed why you knock out, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, man.
Hey, let me so is there anything that you want to call out, bro, in terms of
I want an AB debate for real, man.
Huh?
I want
an AB debate?
Yeah, I want an AB debate, man. So yeah, I mean, everybody got an AB debate, and I don't know, man. I hit you up behind the scenes. Anything else outside of that, man? You know,
let them know. You just dropped the film shit, bro. You just dropped the Deontay Wilder shit. Let them know about that.
Everybody go check out the Deontay Wilder film, man. Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius, man. Yeah, I really like that film. Watch. We was glad to finally get to do a film study on Champ, man. So I really put some work into it, man. And y'all appreciate it. I ain't even gonna hold you. But salute on another night, man.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Look, bro, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy some boxing this weekend, bro, and I'll catch you later, dog.
You put the chat.
Already, bro. Hey, man, shout out to everybody, bro. I appreciate my brother Coach from Glove Up Boxing. The more y'all go sub to his channel, go sub to Mike Biggs. Shout out to Big Texas, ATX, Robert Singleton, Jamar 1984 Wall, D-Man Jr., Specs in the building, Teach, my beautiful wife, Miss Knockout, my brother Key, Everything Boxing. He gonna be judging the debate next Thursday night, 8:30 Central Time. So y'all be sure to come check him out. And obviously he's live all the time, but y'all go sub to his channel, KQKC Boxing Network. He say I'll debate anyone on Jamel Charlo. Danny Luna in the building, OTB, Boxiana that came through and judged the debate, Southern T that came through and judged the debate. Tony Reviews for competing in the debate, man. Just a fun night. Fire debate. Tony did a great job, man. Shout out to him. Oh, I know you unbiased, Key. I know, bro. You ain't gotta tell me. We gonna have fun, bro. It's gonna be a fun night. If I lose, I lose. You know, I don't give a damn about none of that shit, bro. I'm here to have fun, talk boxing, but I'm gonna make it difficult as hell for somebody to beat me. You better come with your A game. But look, man, if y'all don't do shit else this weekend, watch boxing. Great card on Showtime Saturday. And OKQ, I'll call you because the card on Friday is not on Showtime. It's a Pro Box TV card. So I'll hit you up tomorrow and let you know how you can watch it if you want to watch it tomorrow night. But everybody enjoy your night, man. Hit the like button on your way out of here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I believe my brother Money Brown TV is live right now, so y'all go check him out. You know, watch boxing this weekend, man, and catch me dropping videos tomorrow like we do every day. I'll catch y'all next time. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, y'all.